live. What's good, everybody? How you guys doing tonight?
I just found a weird picture that looks like a spider and
dead.
like oily spider on golden thread, and it's fucking with my brain. So that's how today's going. How are you?
I'm great.
Cool. And you go get? Oh, go get's dead. All right, cool.
No.
Well, moving on.
No, I'm not dead.
I don't know. I can't hear anything. Sounds like a ghost.
I'm doing good. How you guys said how you're doing, so I can't respond with that. So fuck you.
That sounds complicated when you're so far away in 12.
I am 20.
You are 12.
You are that special kind of stupid.
Yes, thank you.
Or at least you accept it.
At least I know I'm special in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all special,
Yes.
No you.
and not in a good way.
No you.
What are you talking about? I'm amazing.
So what have you guys been playing?
Siege and Fortnite.
Ugh.
Dragon Age Inquisition?
Isn't that the shitty one, though?
That depends on who you ask. But yeah, kind of.
I thought it was like horrible compared to Origins.
Okay, everything's horrible compared to Origins.
Well, alright, fair enough. I heard it got uber political in comparison to Origins.
It did.
Okay.
It got very political, and I really like the gameplay, and I really like the multiple species that you can play as. So, like, most of my time for my character was spent in character creation, and then the file immediately crashed. So I did it again, and the file immediately crashed, and then I did it again, and the file crashed. So I made the gayest boy possible with, like, neon pink eyeshadow and hot purple lipstick, and
God.
he is just like the definition of a queen, okay? And for some reason his file worked. So
The game was trying to tell you something.
I know. I was like, apparently the game wanted me to be a gay boy.
Terrible.
I mean,
One big gay.
accurate.
I guess.
You want me to be one big gay.
I am one giant gay.
Is that...
Are you the biggest gay though?
No. Brem takes that position.
Ooh.
I don't know. I know some flaming homosexuals.
We do have a bunch of faggot furries hanging around the servers.
That's true,
Yeah.
but I didn't say furry. I said the biggest gay.
Well, they're both gay and furry.
I know, but they're mostly furry. It's like the biggest gay
I mean,
without the special.
you're special. Wait.
I know, we went over this. So anyway, that video game news.
What?
What?
Thinking there's actual video game news.
Silly me.
Yeah. But there are some sales. Faster Than Light. Fantastic fucking game. If you haven't played it, you definitely need to play it. And it's 50% off. It's only $5. Which,
So
I mean,
if you want to buy the game for me, I'll play it.
Yeah. Didn't we just go over this? I'm broke.
If someone wants to buy me the game, I'll play it.
Same.
Diluvian Resubmerged is 75% off at €4.99, which I don't know. Will that show up as dollars for me? Oh, yeah, $4.99. So I guess it's about the same. Haha.
There was another game that apparently was on my wish list that is on sale.
Legion Tale is 60% off at $1.99. Sid Meier's Civilization 6 is 67% off at $19.80. It's not a bad deal. Kind of
No,
isn't that?
considering how much gameplay you get out of that.
I was gonna
damn
say,
game.
isn't that the newest one that's out? Is Civ 6?
Man, I think so.
When did that game launch? It should say
Wait.
2016.
No, there's a
Was there one after that?
Civ 7. I think. I haven't played it.
Civilization.
Coming soon.
No.
Civilization 6: The Rise and Fall is now available.
No, yeah, I think 6 is the last one.
Yeah.
Well.
People have been asking about when a Civ 7 is going to come out, though.
Fair enough. Warner Brothers is having a big sale, so Middle-earth: Shadow of War, Injustice 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Mad Max, those are all on sale, and more. South Park games. The Fractured Butthole is $20, and the Stick of Truth is, it doesn't say how much is the Stick of Truth. $7.50. So that's pretty good. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet is $25. That's half off. And the Total War franchise, Shogun 2, Attila, Rome 2, Napoleon, those are all 60-75% off. And it's funny that those should be mentioned because of the controversy currently surrounding Creative Assembly and their new one, Rome Total War 2, I do believe. I can't remember. Yeah, but so people were complaining about the number of female generals that were in the game.
Gross.
And how they were patching the game and replacing more generals with female generals without telling anybody.
I want all the ladies.
And they changed from being historically accurate to authentic. So they pulled a Battlefield 5 and said, if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Didn't we talk about this with another company just
right?
last?
Oh, hey, there he is. Little Blue Testicles. What's up, dude?
Balls.
I am the god.
Oh, Jesus.
Why does it sound like you're on an Xbox mic?
I'm sorry, what? Did you say something? .exe?
Jesus, dude.
Hello, child. Number 2.
I am not a child. I'm an adult, okay?
You're adult, and we've been over that. So, continuing on.
Anyways, I got some pretty dope raid loot. I'm pretty happy today.
Did you get the one you wanted?
Nope, I didn't get 1,000 voices, but I did get a bow that was a god tier bow. It's level 600 on it, so it's dope.
Oh, silliness.
Not as dope as Go-Get's father.
Oh, I'm gonna totally buff out
Why
and
is
go
this
get you.
becoming a
Says no
thing?
yet.
Because everyone wants Rith's mom, and I want your dad. It's just...
Okay then.
It's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Chillin'.
So, Little Blue Testicles, did you hear about Rome Total War 2 and all the nonsense?
I heard about the controversy, but I still don't understand. I heard about it and I'm like, I don't understand.
Well,
let Gank explain it to you.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of female generals. And people complained that that wasn't historically accurate. So they said, well, it's not historically accurate, it's authentic. And if you don't...
sounds retarded.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, don't buy it. And
God, that sounds so familiar.
I know. And not only that, but one of their I can't remember if it was a developer or if it was just like the guy who runs the Twitter account or somebody basically wrote a post that called uh, the customers, bigots and all that. And not only that, but
did he manage to get Islamophobe in there or no?
no, yeah.
Oh,
So
that
and
sucks. I was
then
hoping Islamophobe would come in there
somebody,
first,
and
but
I can't tell you who because they don't allow posting of personal information on the Reddit or whatever. So, but there was somebody posted this on Twitter. Kudos and thanks to @CA Games for the perfect response. Hope other studios learn that customer bigotry must not be served. Don't take Nazi money. If your business model relies on it, change your biz. And Creative Assembly endorsed that tweet.
That's hilarious.
Right?
I was thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of playing a Total War game at some point, but I guess you know what? I'll not. It's fine.
Oh, and the funny thing is the whole Total War franchise just went on sale on Steam. But
Please buy our shit.
So-
Please.
they started getting review bombed, and they went to. Let's see if I can find it on Steam, because
Oh, it's because they don't respect women. Is that right?
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, I do hate women. I don't know what it is. I love fucking but hating. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're at mostly negative now.
Yeah, because I'm a straight male misogynist gamer. You should already know this, Gearsaurus.
I mean, that's true.
So
I hate women so much. I hate them all. I definitely do hate them all.
they get review bombed. They start censoring reviews on their Steam page.
I didn't know Steam allowed that. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, or blocking them or something like. Yeah, they did something, and people's reviews were disappearing. Yeah. So, man, yeah, it's like, where have we seen this before? I could have swore it's like deja vu.
I mean, no one's gonna buy Battlefield 5, and everyone unanimously doesn't like it. I found it terrible. But I'm a straight white male, so my opinion really doesn't matter. for the
No.
most part.
Yeah, I know.
I have to check my
How
privilege
dare
real
you
quick.
have an opinion?
I know. Really
Hold on,
sucks.
when do they mail us the privilege cards? I have to find out because I need my privilege card.
I know.
I
'Cause
think it's really funny that it's like women fight so hard to have an opinion, and then it's like, fuck guys in your opinion. Like, I don't understand that about this particular new movement. And it's like, if you want equality, you don't get equality by tearing other people down. Like, I don't know.
Well, did
Just
you
a thought.
see what was happening at the Kavanaugh hearings?
Oh, those are fucking monsters. I was watching.
I-
Like, Jesus Christ.
So I went into a little bit about my past, so I have not been keeping up with it for personal reasons.
Obviously.
Well, there was a point at which Kavanaugh was what did he was talking about? He was talking about his daughters and some stuff that they were saying and some stuff that he had to say to them, and he was starting to tear up. And so then there was all these Facebook and Twitter posts basically calling him a bitch and saying, look at this guy crying, isn't he such a wuss and shit like that. And it's like, man,
I hate that too. I hate
how
that too,
many
because I'm
times have I
sorry-
seen toxic masculinity posts, and now you're gonna rag on this guy because he teared up in the middle of basically a rape witch trial?
Like, I'm sorry, but you can't post about how important it is for men to figure out more healthy ways of expressing their emotions and then give them shit when they do.
Right?
But I mean, there's also a lot of stuff that you get on the flip side, so it's just, yeah.
It's kind of those things where it's they don't really even believe in that fallacy, to be honest. Like, if
There's
you really think about it, they don't.
hypocrisy on all sides.
Yeah, but they really don't believe their shit. Like,
Well-
you would think these people are like two different people. Like, they had multiple personalities where they just switch every fucking
Well,
time.
no, because there's a lot of things where it's like, well, why didn't you speak up before? And then, or even when someone does speak up, it's like, honestly, it's how it feels to be the victim.
Well, but I mean, why didn't you speak up before? I think that's a pretty poignant observation when it's 30-something years later. Like, I could get a few months maybe, or a year or two, but like 36 years later?
Okay. Have any of you ever been assaulted?
It's-
So, as the only person who has said
Well,
that
it
they
depends
have
on what
been,
you mean by assaulted.
have you ever been sexually assaulted or
Sexually
raped?
assaulted, no. I have been assaulted.
Okay. So the first time that I was assaulted, that I was sexually assaulted, and that I recognized that's what it was, because the first few happened when I was a kid, so I didn't register that what was happening to me was wrong. The police came, and because I wasn't crying, both the female and the male officer told me to my face that I was lying. I was 14 at the time. The guy bit my face. The left side of my face was swollen, and I had bite marks indented on my face. And I was still told that I was lying and that I had actually wanted it, and then just changed my mind. I was 14. My parents weren't there. The police were supposed to help. That was my first experience. My second experience, I got very much the exact same treatment. The third time it happened, when I was actually raped. It happened. No one ever believed me, and it got to the point where I just stopped reporting it. Because there was no point. So, it's really hard to come forward. I understand that that's a ridiculous long amount of time to wait to come forward. But as someone who has both come forward and who has not come forward, I got nothing out of coming forward. Nothing. Besides being told that I was a lying, skanky bitch. So, just keep that in mind.
Yes, but there's nothing that can be done unless you come forward.
I
mean, like, not even, like, the process can't even start. Like, there's not even a chance of anything. Like this whole situation. Coming forward 36 years later, like, there's nothing. The only thing that can be done is a hearing where it's even worse than he said, she said. Because it's he said, she said 30-something years later. Well, yeah, not just in front, but, you know, in all the bullshit that entails.
Right, I had that happen to my face when I was 14 years old, and they came like not even an hour after I had been assaulted. Like, even when you try to start something, it doesn't always get anywhere.
Well, of course not. But I mean, it doesn't always get anywhere when there's a murder accusation, or, you know, the justice system isn't perfect. But
well, no, but I think that telling a this is why I didn't watch them. So this is one particular thing that I am very, very passionate about.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a he says, she says situation. That's the thing.
I'm not saying, like, I'm not talking about whether it happened or it did happen. Like, whether it did or did not happen. I'm just saying there are reasons why people don't come forward.
Right, but then you can't then use like, okay.
And I understand why. Okay, so I understand why. It's been such a long time since it happened. Okay, and it really is just a he said, she said situation. There's no right answer to this. And there's but if someone's going to be in that particular position, I think it should at least have some sort of investigation.
Well, that's
I'm
how.
pretty sure they delayed it a week for an
Even
investigation.
even if the investigation is inconclusive, then okay, just at least something.
But the thing also didn't. But all the eyewitnesses that she mentioned said it didn't happen. All the eyewitnesses that she said that were at the party. Most of them said they didn't even. One said they didn't even know who Kavanaugh was, and the other said they don't remember that party.
Well, oh
And
man.
now, are these people that have been that he's influenced?
These are witnesses. No, these are witnesses that
She
she
called.
handpicked herself.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've purposefully been staying out of it because I can't look at the situation with unbiased eyes.
Like,
Obviously.
the whole thing is bad for a number of reasons. One is there are several inconsistencies within her own testimony. Another is all of the witnesses that she called, it's the house
No one wins,
the house
really.
that she said that it happened at doesn't exist. The party she said that it happened at, like 3 of the witnesses said that there was never a party then. You know, there all sorts of bullshit regarding all that.
And that's like such a hard thing because one of the things that I remember most about what happened in one incident was that it was 10:14 at night. That is the only real thing that I remember from that night was the time. I don't really remember where I was. I don't really remember what fully happened. Your brain does weird shit when you're being assaulted.
It's just this is. I'm not sure what there is to do though because
There's, like I said, there's no right answer. There just isn't.
Well, this is what pisses me off the most, because what's going to end up happening, even with because I think Trump has said that there should be an FBI investigation and all this other stuff. Okay, say they investigate, and
I'll be right back.
what's inevitably going to happen is that if they don't straight up prove that she was lying, then it's going to be, well, we can't prove it one way or the other, so it's not like they're going to be able to, convict him or anything like that. And then people are going to use that and say, well, look, see, this guy got away with raping this chick, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
that's the one thing I get mad
See,
about.
my thing, part of why I've been staying out of this is because some of the way that people have been reacting to it. Like, what boy hasn't assaulted a woman in high school? And I'm like, I sure as fuck no one. Like, why would you say that that's okay?
I mean,
or that that's a normal behavior?
I don't like the reactions of both sides calling, like, I don't like how the left's saying how Kavanaugh's just a rapist with no proof, and I don't like how the right's saying the Ford's a lying and like a bad person. It's like,
Well,
I don't think you can really say that.
she is lying.
I don't.
About
the thing
no,
is,
no, no.
I
About
don't think she is, but I think she
about
may be
an
mistaken,
assault,
honestly.
maybe not. I don't know about that. But I mean,
The
like I
other
said,
people are straight up liars.
there
Like,
were-
the other accusations came out of nowhere. Those ones were straight lies.
there were 10 specific things about her testimony that were provably false. So whether she's lying or mistaken, it's one or the other.
I mean,
I don't think she's lying about being assaulted.
And there was actually 2 guys that came forward and said, we think it's us that she's talking about and not Kavanaugh. And this is where this is the worst part of this all. Okay, you guys remember, God, what was the name? Brock Turner. You guys remember Brock Turner?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
He was the guy that was caught, quote unquote, raping a girl in an alley behind a nightclub or a bar, and he was the swimming star.
Yeah.
And 2 guys pulled him off the girl, and I can't remember if they beat him up or whatever, and then he got off with I can't remember if it was a suspended sentence or probation or whatever, and then there were protesters, I believe they were armed outside of his house protesting and shit like that. Okay. Nobody actually knows what happened there. Nobody knows anything, because He was drunk, she was drunk. The guys who pulled him off her, they didn't actually, like, if I remember the testimony correctly, they didn't actually see him raping her or anything like that. It wasn't, they just saw him on her or, close to her or whatever and pulled him off and blah, 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 right? It's entirely possible that what happened was they were hooking up in the bar or whatever. They were making out, getting hot and heavy, and then they took it to the alleyway, and then she was so drunk she started to pass out, and right at that point, here's these two guys show up, and it looks like this guy is totally assaulting a passed out chick, and they just yank him off and beat him up, and it goes from there. That's entirely possible.
It is, but I'm not really familiar with that case. Otherwise,
I mean, that's something. That's the reason why he got off with such a quote-unquote light sentence, was because there was no actual proof of any. I don't even think there was proof of any insertion or semen or anything like that. Like, there was no rape. At the worst, it could have been sexual assault or attempted rape. But of course, nobody cared about that. Everybody just said, "Oh, he's a rapist." And this is what pisses me off. Man, it's like, people do stupid shit. People do really fucking stupid shit.
Okay, but like Turner was also seriously trying to get with the victim's sister, and like the victim's sister was trying to push him away, and he wasn't necessarily stopping until she shoved him hard enough that he got off of her. And that's the sister. That's not the person that's not the victim.
True. Well, I don't know about that. I didn't hear anything about that. Man, I remember having these arguments in high school.
I mean, this either way, this is fucking dirty. Honestly. Like, it's this whole Kavanaugh case. If it's true, Kavanaugh's fucked. Like, he's a fucked up person. If it isn't true, then I guess that's just Doug Ford's fucked up as well. It's one of those things.
And the thing that really, really, no matter what happens, neither side's really gonna win. Like,
I think, but if it comes out that Doug Ford, is her name Doug Ford, or am I just being
Doctor, she's
Ford?
a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know what her first name is.
I was thinking of Doug Ford. Forget Dr. Ford. If it comes out that she was a straight up lie and hack that she lied for the Democrats, then it'll look way worse than the Democrats and I would say the Republicans, for example.
Well, and it's not like
If
this.
It comes out she lied.
It's not like this hasn't happened before. I mean, it happened with Trump. There were 3 women who came out of nowhere a week before the election.
Okay, but what about cases like freaking Anita Hill?
But for every case like that, you could say, okay, what about UVA's Jackie or Rolling Stones and what's her name? This is the problem with weaponizing sexual assault and rape allegations. And it's not the Republicans doing this. It's not. There are no like Bill Clinton's rape accuser was proved to be telling the truth. And she was silenced by Hillary Clinton and a whole bunch of other people and all this other stuff. Like, you know, I don't think I've ever heard of a case of like a Republic, because this was Senator Feinstein, and she had this information, by the way.
For weeks.
No,
By the
no. Years.
That's because Dr. Ford didn't want to come forward and name herself. She wasn't.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
well, but
have
that's the
this
thing.
conversation.
Then you can't.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I think it's best if we just put this thing back in the jar. Anything else that's happened in the news, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some shit. I gotta finish my smoke real quick and get back to the computer.
But in terms of earlier, I do understand where both are coming from, but this is just fucking dirty, no matter what the answer is.
And that's what I hate. This, like, and see, it's the people like Kiru that get hurt the most out of stuff like this. None of this should ever be politicized, and the fact that it is just disgusting.
And I'm gonna be truthful, like, let's say if it does come out that it did happen, then Kavanaugh will probably still get on the Supreme Court. To be honest, it's most likely still gonna happen.
Well, that's one of the problems with bringing it in this late. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I just feel so dirty.
It's dirty all the way around, and I fucking hate it. And I hate that this is what our political process has come down to. This is not how it's supposed to happen. At all. Ever. What about you, Go-Get? Oh, is Go-Get still gone?
Yeah. So let's just go to other news stuff that's happened this week, because I think it's just best if we leave this up, because it's kind of just.
Yeah, I hate it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. And like I was saying before, see, the problem with all of this stuff is it's people like you that get hurt the most out of this.
Honestly, there's no one that wins in this kind of thing. Because I honestly think it did happen to her. If it turns out that it's not him, then it sets victims so far back. If it turns out that it did happen, chances are he's still going to wind up in the Supreme Court, and people are only going to view victims coming out as some sort of like political move. It's
just dirty no matter what happens.
Yeah. There's no winning. There's no winning. There's just everybody's losing in this situation. And then, if it winds up being a huge lie, then victims aren't going to be believed, and Brett, his life is like going to be ruined, and he has to explain this to his kids, and like there's so okay. I have another friend who got accused of assault, and it wasn't true, and I defended him, and he's still in jail for it because the judge decided that he needed to set an example with this guy. And he's in jail for the maximum fucking sentence or something that he didn't do. And his life's ruined because of it.
Yep.
So it's, no matter what, if you're the victim of something like this, it's just shitty.
And this is why the whole schools taking on sexual assault claims in their own own.
Schools should not.
Exactly. They're doing it in their own little tribunals and their councils of student
No.
behavior or whatever they call them, and it's
Nope.
no. This is police matter. If some kid assaulted another kid on a if they beat some other kid up, it's like you wouldn't be handling that within the school. You'd say, no, here's the police.
Yep.
Yeah. It's this shit pisses me off so much.
That is not something that the school needs to report it.
Exactly.
And they don't need to investigate it. They just need to cooperate with the police.
Yep.
To their full extent.
That would be justice. The problem is, a lot of these people, they don't want justice. It is.
Well, let me see if I can find the tweet that Rambo posted. Yeah, here we go. April Potter. Men who shame women who lie about rape are actually worse than men who rape.
Nope. I'm sorry, but someone who decides that they have power over another person's body like that, they should have parts of their body removed.
Like, in what world the murder, that's worse than rape. And that's about one of the only things you can say are worse than rape.
I would actually, in most cases, prefer murder to rape.
But it's like, the only people who can say something like this are people who are interested in not losing the power that a rape accusation affords you. Because that's the only reason you would care about people shaming somebody who lies about rape.
The people who shame victims for coming out, like, that bothers me. But if someone's lying, like, the thing is that so few people lie about it. And then, like, when people do
that
come
I would
forward,
argue
they
about.
don't get believed.
I have to disagree with you on that.
I'm
It's actually
not in a situation to argue that right now, please.
Yeah. But
Not to be the Debbie Downer. Just let's not, please.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay, we're just gonna. I guess we're not. We'll end the Kavanaugh thing here, because yeah.
So, there was outrage as a male bank director who dresses as a woman was given a place on the top 100 women in business list.
Now, does he identify as a woman?
Well,
Or does he just cross-dress?
but does that really matter?
Yes.
Because anybody can identify as anything they want at any time.
I am a meat popsicle.
So, I mean, if she is female, what is it? What would you call it? When it's your appearance, female. What's the word they use for what you appear like on your outside?
I really love that you say, what do they use?
Well, it's not me or Go-Get or little blue testicles over there. It's the trans community that do this.
I don't think it's
Presenting. That's it. Presenting. If he's female presenting, then well,
No, I know some guys who like to dress as a woman now and then, but still identify as male.
Did they try to get with men?
No. Just
Okay.
likes wearing dresses and the silky feel of like slips and stuff.
But this is where it's confusing because there's lots of quote unquote trans people who all they do is dress as a woman or a man, and then
But do they identify as the other gender? Because that's kind of where.
But that's if
Did you ask him for his pronouns? You don't know. Everybody's assuming his
Might get
gender.
arrested for that. Actually, yeah,
See, this is what gets confusing for the whole trans issue, because is it how you identify? Because like if all you're doing is cross-dressing, but then you if you cross-dress and then identify as the opposite gender, well, how is that different from just all the other people who cross-dress? Aren't they
Well, it's like
Or
Like,
if you're a guy who
fucking-
cross-dresses as a girl, aren't you quote unquote identifying as a girl while you're cross-dressing?
no.
Well, but isn't that
So,
the whole
okay,
point?
okay.
You're presenting yourself as a woman.
Let me example. So Will Smith's kid, right? He has
Oh, God.
he's models and he wears dresses now and then, like skirts. He's still a dude. He still identifies it as a dude. He just every now and then wears a skirt.
Yeah, but he doesn't try and make himself look like a woman though.
No. And he's not trying to be a woman. He
Well,
doesn't
but-
identify as a woman.
But for those
He's a-
guys who cross-dress and do try to look like a woman, aren't they identifying as a woman while they're cross-dressing? I mean, isn't that the whole point?
I mean, that I'm not going to speak for trans people, but I imagine that there's cases where yes, and there's cases that no.
Well, but then how do you know which is which?
You ask.
Well, but you can't ask everybody.
Yeah, you can.
Oh. How can you possibly
Yes.
How can you possibly ask
If
everybody?
if you can ask
Okay,
everyone what
no.
their name is, you can ask, do you prefer
I
male
know-
or female?
I know people who, if you ask them that, they will actually get offended.
And that's the other problem. There's plenty of people who get offended if you ask them.
Then never use he or she. Just always use their name.
No, if somebody gets offended by it, I actively misgender them just to prove a point. If I can't ask what you want me to call you, I'm gonna call you exactly what I think you are.
This shit gets confusing.
Exactly.
It's like-
This is the
it's
problem.
And it's just like it differs from person to person.
And this is the
There's
problem.
no like rule.
This is the
that works
problem.
across all.
I
Because
mean-
people are complicated.
No,
This is why we had simple things like male and female, because people are fucking complicated and there's no way you can make some crazy rules that encompass everybomes little
okay,
quirks.
Okay.
It's really funny though because I
Yeah.
don't look like a dude, right? And I still get called like sir all the time, and then I turn around and I'm
No,
like,
that's
what?
what I understand.
Yeah, but
I guess I just have that big dick energy or something.
No,
there's,
it depends. Because are you taller than most dudes by any chance or no?
I'm 5'7".
Yeah. I mean,
well,
it's
you're-
not
you're
tall,
short.
but that's not that short.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like in that
You're
awkward middle
short.
ground.
No, you're short.
Maybe
I
compared
mean,
to
she's
you.
not as she's not as short as Yang and Batty, who are like 4 or something, basically midgets.
Oh my god, you're gonna get killed. You're going to get murdered.
I'm not wrong though.
You're going to die.
I mean, I've been getting called faggot, and people say they want to kill me for a long time in Call of Duty. So go at me.
It's kind of like some people are okay with the term queer and some people aren't.
Yeah, but anyway, as I was trying to say, if they want people to stop respecting this shit, they need to do 3 things. A, if they're gonna identify as a gender that's not male or female, they need to grow up and use one of the male female terms, or just say use they or them instead of having 8,000 terms for the same fucking things.
They see rules. Like if they had rules, I'd be willing to follow. But the problem is there are no rules.
Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Rules can be nailed down. Rules can be outlined, but that means they can't exert control over people when and how they feel like it.
It's kind of like this whole thing kind of feels like the YouTube TOS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. There was there was an interview on The View, and I think Steven Crowder did a little thing on it, and there was it made the rounds, and they had a whole bunch of some of these, genderqueer or whatever activist people there, and they'd
I
be
was listening to a radio show where this guy said he switches genders depending his mood.
Yeah,
When he's
yeah.
angry, he becomes a woman.
well, and the people in there were like, they'd be talking, and just out of nowhere, it was just like, oh, well, I identify as a woman now, and then 30 seconds later, it's always I'm a man now, and it's like, no,
I'm not
You-
gonna
all
lie,
you
I
are-
thought
you-
trolling.
all you are doing is trying to control the way people. You're being a what's the word?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was trolling at first. I thought he was
No.
trolling. Because that seems like such a troll
No,
thing
wait.
to do while you're
No,
talking
he-
to someone.
he
I'm a
could-
guy,
he could
now
be
I'm
a
a
she.
girl.
No, he could be a she. You gotta remember, you gotta say they, so you don't offend people.
Yeah, but if he says yeah, they, and you're like, I'm a dude now, just call me dude or some shit like that. And you say, hey dude, what's up? And you're like, now I'm a woman, call me ma'am or some shit. I don't know.
It's narcissism.
Stuff like that is the definition of narcissism.
Yeah.
Thinking the world revolves around you and
Exactly.
you make the
You want to
What do
completely
you mean the
control.
world doesn't revolve around me?
Yeah,
Fuck you, it
right.
does.
You want to
The earth is
well,
flat.
Q, I meant other people, not you.
Okay, perfect. Better.
The earth is flat, guys. Okay, the earth is flat. You're all dumb.
I know you're joking, but that actually hurt me.
You know what I'm talking about? The earth is also yellow. And the sun is fake. The sun is fake. It's all aliens that has these lizards
That's
involved.
just our heat lamp.
It's just a heat lamp. Because we're all secretly a giant
We're
lizard
all
room.
lizards, yes.
And there's and they're all trying to ascend to AI mode.
I'm making an attempt but failing at like every turn. It's really
No, but-
frustrating.
I saw this funny ass video where because Alex Jones was on the Joe Rogan podcast before. And
Oh, Eddie Izzard! How did I not think of him? He wears dresses and skirts all the time, and he's still a he. Sorry, go for it.
No, he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and like he talked about all these conspiracy theories about transcending and become one with AI. And then all of a sudden, when Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan's podcast, Elon Musk was talking about becoming one with AI and shit. People were making videos comparing them, right? Elon Musk confirms all Alex Jones
Dude,
conspiracy
Alex
theories.
Jones, he's been right about everything so far. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you.
Alex Jones? How have I not heard of this dude?
Are you serious? Infowars?
No, Alex Jones.
Oh, him!
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say, like,
Okay.
you've never even seen one Alex Jones meme or anything?
Okay, I've
No,
seen
you
the
know, Alex
meme.
Jones,
I
he's
didn't know
a
he had a
kid.
name. Sorry.
He's the canary in the coal mine.
The only thing he hasn't been proven right about yet is interdimensional lizard people pedophiles. And hey, the jury's still out on that one, so
Oh my gosh,
The
he's
jury's
wearing
still out.
like the first few images. He's got fucking foil on his head.
yeah, people love that one.
Because here's like Alex Jones, he's a conspiracy theorist that embraces it. Like he embraces it all.
Oh my gosh, some of these edits are amazing.
That's the thing about Alex Jones. He fully embraces his shit. Like he fully embraces everything.
But yeah, it's oh Jesus.
I swear. What do you mean the jury's not out?
We're
I'm
get-
pretty
we're
sure
getting off-
Alex Jones
we're
called
getting off-
Mark Zuckerberg a lizard. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't a lizard.
What do you mean was?
No, he's a robot or something, man, but he isn't human, that's for damn sure.
Yes, I mean, I couldn't
You
believe. You see
dying
the
over
way,
there? Like, can you
dude.
breathe?
You see how the guy drinks water? No, do you see how Mark Zuckerberg drinks water during that Senate hearing? It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. I love pictures of water cooled CPUs. And then it's got a picture of fucking him drinking water. Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong.
I'm just convinced that he might be a robot. He's the only one. Like, well, who's the dude who runs Twitter?
Fuck.
His name is Jack
Jack Dorsey. Yeah.
Jack Dorsey at least talks and at least he at least comes off as human. You know what I mean? Like he is a human.
I
But
mean,
fucking Mark Zuckerberg, that dude's like, what the fuck? Have you even seen the world?
no.
Well,
no.
that's exactly the point, Mixing Mutt, right? Okay, if women supposedly get paid 23 cents less per hour than men, why don't they just identify as men and get a pay raise?
Oh my god, that is brilliant! I'm gonna do it.
He
No, I'm
just
kidding.
he just solved the problem.
Well, there was a guy in Canada who, for some reason, women still get cheaper insurance rates than guys, and so
oh my god,
he
I know about this one.
he identified as a woman and got the cheaper rate on car insurance.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about doing that as well. Because I had my car insurance as a dude, I might just change it because it might be cheaper now.
But will we be able
I mean,
to
there's no reason
keep
not
calling
to.
you blue balls then? I mean,
no, I'm
Blue
still
ovaries?
A dude. I'm just gonna no, I'm still a
blue
dude.
ovaries.
No, Kier, I'm still a dude.
calling
just,
the police.
I'm just gonna fuck with the car insurance company basically, so I get cheaper. I pay cheaper insurance.
You know, they could use that as an excuse to not.
But
Like,
here's the thing,
give
it's
you money
Canada.
for-
Just
No, yeah, it's Canada. Like you can
Oh, right.
yeah, you can get it officially changed like lickety split now.
I can
What-
literally
what's
just
her name
say
did it?
anything can happen.
Who's the blonde chick that did it?
Lauren Southern.
Southern, yeah. Lauren Southern, officially a guy. Awfully pretty for a dude.
God.
Pretty hot for a dude, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I totally fucked the shit out of it.
Are you still gay though?
I mean, if I'd be gay if Lauren Southern's a dude. I'll be honest. I'll be gay at that point. Fucking why not?
Ah,
Why did she become a dude? now?
Just-
It's a troll thing.
yeah, one to prove that she could, that it was that you didn't need any.
And now she literally says she's a dude. Like whatever she did doesn't. As a woman, it's like I'm a dude though.
Yeah, to because she taped it all. She went into the doctor's appointment and said, "I feel like a guy, so I wanna get everything changed to a guy." And they didn't, there was no tests, there was no like, evaluation by a psychiatrist or anything like that. It was just, oh, okay. The doctor signed a paper, and then she went into the DMV and got everything changed to she's a man now.
Man, I feel like I need to point some of my friends up to Canada.
I mean, it's the ultimate troll type factor you can do here in Canada. To be honest,
No, you gotta be transracial as well.
I'm not gonna lie. This system seems more exploitable to troll if than actually use for real uses.
Well, this is the whole point. Like, nobody's thought this shit through.
I mean, if I could, I mean, if I know like so many guys are like, if I told them this, they would do it in literally a heartbeat to get cheaper car insurance. Like, just get cheaper insurance. Period. They would do it in literally seconds. Like, they'd be already on the phone.
How much cheaper is it?
It's
Canada, I'm not sure the number, but I think it might be a 30 or 40% maybe.
I don't know if
cheaper,
it's
I'm not
that
sure.
high, but I think it's around like 20%, something like that.
And 20% is still a good. It's still pretty.
It's a sizable amount, which I don't know how they've not gotten away with this, or how they've gotten away with.
Insurance fraud.
Well, discrimination. Like how, like there are hair salons and shit in California being sued because they charge different amounts for a haircut for men and women. And
I always got really lucky with that. I'd just be like, do I really have to pay the same price for someone who has hair down to their ass when I don't even have hair down to my ears?
Well,
and
that's
they
the
give
thing.
me the men's price.
Yeah, that's
It's
the-
like, sweet.
And that's the whole fucking point. That's what that was designed for, because if you've got super long hair, well, that's a lot more work than somebody who just give me a number 2 on the sides and clip the top till
Yeah.
it's a finger length. Like, are you for real? But, God, yeah.
He's not wrong, but I do a lot of my hair, especially when I go to salon, like get my hair cut. So yeah, I pay a lot more than I would say probably gangster and go get.
Yeah, I pay like $12.
I don't pay. I have somebody in my family do it.
I pay around
Okay.
I pay around $45 to $50.
Oh my
for the
God.
hairstyle
And that's
shit.
not even anything.
I had people fuck up my hair 6 times in a row, and I just got tired of it. So now my hair is this disgusting long mess that I'm just apparently growing out now. So
Good. Long hair looks better on girls.
oh, fuck off! I look great with short hair.
No, short hair is just
Nobody does. Sorry.
I
Mm,
feel
Nobody
more confident
does.
with short hair.
No,
Prison
I
got
have to,
mad
I
at
have
me
to
by the
give,
way when I said
give
all
some
short
girls
hair
look
chicks.
good with short hair.
Like
I
there are
said all short hair chicks are ugly, and Tristan got mad at me.
there are 2 chicks that look good with short hair, and even then they look better with long hair. Just saying.
Mm,
Fight me, bruh. Fight me.
I mean, I would, but you probably can't. Why? the fucking flow of me, so I dab them
See,
out.
my problem is that I've got so much hair that I get like migraines when it reaches a certain length because it's just so fucking heavy. So I like short hair because it's less painful.
I feel like I want to call bullshit. You're blaming your migraines on
I
how heavy
feel
your hair is?
like, okay.
Does that not seem
When I
ridiculous to
was-
anybody else?
When I have ringlet hair, okay? So when my hair was down to my butt, if you pulled it straight, it was down to my knees. You could take a ruler and put it freaking not parallel, perpendicular to my back, and you wouldn't see the fucking ruler. I had so much hair.
Jesus Christ, you took growing out to
It
the
doesn't have to be
extreme.
that long.
Uh,
Jesus,
well,
like shoulder length is fine.
No, not when you have curly hair. If you have shoulder length hair, you have a fucking afro. There's no middle. It has to either be ass or short. There's no middle.
I
Silliness.
mean, you can definitely get a middle out of it. You just have to style your hair you have to put the little work into it every morning.
Well, you can
For
get
short
you can
hair?
get you
No,
can
I
get
didn't have to do jack shit with my short hair. I just had to wash it.
you can get
No,
permanent
you
straightening now,
want-
can't
if
you?
wanna have- if you
Oh,
wanna have
permanently? Okay. Just nope. Too much effort and it doesn't work. I've tried it. I've done chemically. I've done like the iron things and nope.
I mean, when I work on my hair, like do other stuff like gel and spray and shit, it fucking looks good. Not to
I mean-
stroke my own horn here.
Yeah, I used to do that shit in high school too. And then
Congrats
I got
on
tired of
having
that.
decent hair.
No,
I just
I want to look good everywhere I go. You know what I mean?
I just want to shower and leave the shower and be done with my hair.
I just want to look good no matter where I go.
Hey, I do look good, thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, I probably look better.
Lies and slander. Don't bring your lies and slander here, sir.
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
well, anything but Christian
Sorry, it's an Islamic Minecraft server.
or
We gonna blow
Islamic.
stuff up. We gonna blow some stuff up.
We are straight blasphemous here. So
But I identify as royalty.
So, for anybody who's been following the quartering and his Gen Con assault,
Oh yeah.
he got official word back from the Gen Con management, or whatever you want to call it, and he was banned. Now, the other guy was banned too, but
Why was he banned?
he was also banned from Gen Con because
Do you not know what happened?
No, I know what happened. Why was he banned as well? Like, how did he get banned for basically getting punched in the face for no reason?
They cite the reason as the fact that he kind of almost bullied them on social media by mentioning the name when
Wait, this is after he got punched, right? Like after.
after he got punched.
All right, what the hell? So saying the dude's
But
name
it was
got
like
punched in the-
a little blip in a couple of videos, so it wasn't like he was like outright slandering the name. I think that they just
They're looking at an excuse to ban him because Jeremy is getting popular now.
Yeah, I could see that. I especially like there was a lot of people that posted to Gen Con saying, good job, now anybody who gets assaulted or sexually assaulted or anything like that is going to be terrified of coming forward because they're not going to want to get banned because they were assaulted.
that wasn't their official reason though, but yeah.
No, basically, it whole relies on if they like you for the most part.
Well shit, I will never be able to
Like if you they'll probably ask you when you report it, hey, what's your Twitter? They'll say,
Ugh.
all right, I see you follow this guy. I don't see any Hillary Clinton you're following. And unfortunately, we can't ban this fascist. Gone. That's how it's gonna go.
I mean, it works out well because I don't ever want to go to Indianapolis, but
The only convention I want to go to are in California.
E3's gonna cost you
Yeah.
fucking literally your arms and legs and a bit of cash to get in.
Not E3.
What's the other ones that are at California?
Comic Con's usually in California.
I mean, the only reason I would go to Comic-Con was probably look at sexy women in cosplay, to be honest.
Yeah,
You
but
can
that's
do that on the internet.
but even that's getting fucking. They're starting to
No,
say you
the
can't look
solution
at
is-
girls without their permission, and
You wear sunglasses, and you gotta have a really good personality. So when they ask, "Hey, which," and you gotta like pull some real trick up your ass, like you gotta be like a smart man and do this. You gotta like play smart. You know what I mean? You gotta be a con man. You kind of gotta con the system, to be honest.
dude, there was a tweet by this chick the other day, and it was, all I did was smile at a TSA agent, and he asked for my number. Oh my God, being a woman is like
God, I wish.
playing defensive, like boxing defensively all the time or something. And this guy was just like, all the dude did was ask for your number. Like, why are you trying to make it seem like he attacked you or something?
Should I be fascist?
It
Fuck,
can be kind
man.
of scary to say no to some dudes in certain situations, but that one is a little far-fetched.
All slash that happened.
I was trying to imagine how this looks. Like, so if you can't look at any of the chicks cosplaying, can you take photos of them, or is it just you're not?
No, not
like-
without permission.
But I thought that was a point of cosplaying where people look at you and take photos of you.
Not anymore.
Then what's the point of
Appreciate my
cosplaying?
art, not my body.
How are you gonna appreciate the art if you can't even look at you?
Out of your
Hey,
what is it? Peripheral vision.
don't try and introduce logic into this, bruh. Come on.
You can't appreciate art if you can't look at it. I appreciate good music while I'm deaf.
Hey, you know what? You turn that music up
Mozart.
loud enough, you can feel the bass.
Maybe in like some galaxy, I don't know.
I said Mozart, but it was Beethoven who was deaf. I'm stupid.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are,
I
but
forget.
you know, we still love you.
I forgive you.
Also, fuck you.
We still love you. We forgive you. Two very opposite spectrums of that.
Like I said, I'll still fuck you.
I'm not
yeah.
here to provide love, okay? I'm
Yo,
here
yeah,
to
just remember,
sass.
just call me. I'll stick my dick in you. That's how it works.
Did you say
No.
I'm gonna segue a dick into you? Like what?
No, you made it sound better. Thank you.
I'm
Cures
calling
are-
I'm gonna segue my dick right over there, dude.
I'm
It's-
calling the police. I've been sexually assaulted.
It's totally no.
Actually, that's harassed.
No, not in today's society.
No, harassed, assault involves touching. Harassed is just verbal.
Not going to a lot of people. It's both the same.
Ugh.
That's why I hate people who make claims without
Gangster, where do
Thinking
you
about
get
it
your
beforehand.
news typically, though? Like, who do you go to get news typically?
What kind of news?
Like, do you like just find about shit? Do you like watch a certain YouTuber, or you like just
For
or
like
you just go
specifically
Yeah.
for the show or just like in general?
in general try to find stuff out, kind of?
YouTube mostly.
Do you know who Tim Pool is?
Yes.
I get a lot of my news from him now because he's really good.
He's not bad. Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the most. He's probably one of the best actual journalists out there.
So much so, I'm probably gonna donate his Patreon because he's really good.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best. You know, it depends. Like political shit, I watch Crowder or Sargon or there's a few others. Gaming shit, I got a few subreddits that I pay attention to.
Yeah, gaming shit is basically just Reddit for me as well. Just
Yeah.
Reddit. 'Cause
Um,
I don't go to Polygon. Them for
Oh,
news,
fuck
'cause
no.
Polygon.
fuck no.
I hate Kotaku, especially that one journalist over there, Jason Schreier.
Polygon, Kotaku, IGN, PC Gamer, they're all fucking garbage.
Oh, PC Gamer sucks. Like I used to follow back when I had Twitter and
I used to subscribe to them. Of course,
To
the
who?
PC Gamer.
Oh.
This was way back in
Way
the day.
before,
Well,
yeah.
this, yeah.
Like,
Well, okay.
It's like when they actually like
We're halfway
information.
decent. Yeah, yeah.
I
'Cause
remember those days.
First, it was PC Accelerator, which was the best magazine ever. fucking.
Changed my mind.
Oh
Wow,
my
you're
god.
so old.
I've got the entire. I don't know if it's the entire. There might be like 1 or 2 issues missing, but it's almost the entire run of like the year and a half that they existed.
I
And
didn't realize you were really capable of standing until this moment.
what?
Yeah, Gangster's a dinosaur apparently now.
You know,
Watch
you
out,
are
Gangster, the
you
meme
are
might come
just
through.
as old as me, so I don't want to hear this out of
Shut up,
you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
God.
You're older. You're older than me, whatever.
Yeah, by a few months.
Shh, don't call me out like this.
And yeah, so they were the best. But then when they stopped, when their magazine went under, the subscription automatically switched to PC Gamer, and so then I got them for like a couple years after that, because my parents kept as a Christmas present every year they would keep buying me a New Year's subscription. But yeah,
That sounds pretty good.
yeah, it was until I witnessed firsthand how the fucking SJW infection.
Journalistic integrity. Kind of
Oh,
collapsed.
dude, it was bad. It was bad.
Was it in the 90s? Because that one, I think the factual feminist she called herself, Christina Summers, said it started in the 90s.
Yeah, let's see, because I think I
Because
was.
I remember I was listening to an old podcast where she was on it and she was explaining this all. And I was like, holy shit, this actually doesn't go far back.
I mean, it didn't get.
Email. She's at time for the
Man.
patriarchy, domestic justice, and the
Trying to think of when I started noticing it got really bad, but I was probably like 14 or 15. So yeah, it was probably like late 90s or early thousands when it started.
2000, you mean?
Yeah, the naughties,
Oh, okay.
whatever you
Okay,
want to call them.
Thousands.
Yeah.
You said thousands, and I'm like, oh, do you mean like 2000?
Yeah, well, no, 1001, bruh. I'm that old.
Yeah, no, he's fucking old.
Yeah. I think
I'm a
Gangster's
vampire,
kinda-
y'all
You
don't
tell
even
from the
know.
sound of his voice, like he just sounds like old man.
I'm not 30 years old. I'm 1,030 years old. What the
I
fuck
guess
now?
Gangster's a vampire now. That's kind of a thing.
Wait, what year were you born in?
Me?
Yeah.
87.
Okay. I was like, so
That's
aren't
not
you
old.
31?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, oh fuck. You're still older than me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Does it, once you get past 21, does it really matter how old you are?
I mean,
When you hit,
I don't want to hear it out of you.
25,
No.
When you hit
No.
25, you get that insurance discount and you can rent cars.
My girlfriend hates when I call myself old.
Isn't she older than you?
She is, yeah.
Yeah. I can see why.
Wait, so you said like you're 40 now. Are you in your 40s?
No, I'm 31.
Okay. How old is she? Like 40?
40 something.
Oh, you like I'm old. Same here.
Get away from me.
No, you're way too curious, Taurus. You're like a dinosaur. I mean, pretty much like Jesus.
Like literally, my icon's a fucking dinosaur.
Like you've probably been around since you probably can tell me when America is found there. That's how old you are.
Faux show.
Yeah, we didn't have history class back in my day because there was no history.
You were history.
We took tests on stone tablets. Yeah. Keep them coming.
Wow, you had stone tablets? We just had like, oh
You
shit,
had
I
this-
forgot
you
the
had
term. When it's just word of mouth, essentially. What's
Oral history?
Yeah, I was like, but there's an actual term.
Of course, Kiru. Yeah, I can't speak.
Of course,
Of course
it
Kiru
would
wants
be
to learn
oral
about
with
all of
Kiru.
history.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zing!
This is why I was looking for the other word.
Game designer.
I mean, how are the dinosaurs? Just asking. Like, how were the
Jesus.
dinosaurs?
They were awesome, bruh. Riding a
Like,
T-Rex
did
was
you
great.
ride a T-Rex? By
Yep.
any chance or no?
Uphills both way in the snow.
Sounds dope.
Game designer Jennifer Sherrill, I think that's how you pronounce it, calls on industry to turn its back on gamers and paying customers.
What the fuck? How does that work? How do you turn your back on people who are buying your product?
Well, then
Obviously, they don't like to make money.
yeah, then they stop making money,
I mean,
and then
I
they
don't have to-
get
I don't
shut
have to
down.
support AAA devs, to be honest. I can just support indie devs and mid-tier devs because they make good games, you know.
After Telltale Games announced massive layoffs, a number of people in the gaming industry came together to try and help the newly unemployed developers find work. However, there were
Didn't
also
they sue?
well, there
Were they in the
was
process of trying to sue?
there were some people that were suing Telltale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know people who used to like Telltale Games, and they hate them now because they said that their writing went down the toilet. Like it went down the toilet to the point where you're just not interested anymore.
I'm so interested. I just want to
And-
Walking Dead because I played these first 2 games. I'm like, okay, I'll
Well, there's not going to be a Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and
And
that's what they're
maybe-
suing over.
They're still trying to get people to
And,
Well, no.
movie-
They just recently started another Kickstarter or something to try and get funding to finish the last Walking Dead. Oh
I
man,
wouldn't fund it. I would say let it fucking burn.
this
Your
is
shitty writing.
becoming a giant fucking clusterfuck though. Because that's the thing, like they already got, like I think Kickstarter or something, they already got funding for to finish the Walking Dead series. And so if they don't finish it, then they're in violation of what's the law called?
Also, their profits, like I think Louis Levi made videos about Telltale is gonna go downhill, and he showed like their profits, and they only had one good game, and then the rest games just went downhill in terms of profits. Like less copies and less copies kept getting sold every time.
Yeah.
Anyways, how does this involve everyone? Like, what is it? Our fault? Telltale.
Jennifer Sherrill, who describes herself as a multi-award-winning, world-traveling game designer and public speaker who has worked on 8+ released titles since she started working in the industry 6 years ago, took to Twitter to post a lengthy thread about how games companies should, quote, stop favoring angry gamers over their own employees. Sherrill's experience includes Earthlight, Super Death Fortress, Kings and Legends, Night of the Rabbit, Redwater Hills, and more.
Were any of those games successful or even?
Well, I haven't heard of any of them, so I doubt it.
They weren't even indie successful.
Maybe.
I wouldn't even say indie successful because I'm pretty well versed in I know who are well versed in indie games, and I don't think those are the games I hear about.
First off, she focuses on the idea that gaming companies are favoring an angry player base over their employees. She specifically points to, quote, angry gamers. However, is this really true? Just in the past few months, we've
Stop
seen
complaining about loot boxes, angry gamers, some shit like that. Is
Battlefield.
That what it or no?
Just in the past few months, we've seen Battlefield 5 developers tell their customers to not buy the game. That was followed up by Creative Assembly's Total War Rome 2's community editor doing almost the exact same thing. While Total War Rome 2 is a little more isolated from consumer dissatisfaction given the game was released back in 2013 just after EA insulted their customers, a report came out showing Battlefield 5 was lagging in pre-order sales. It's quite possible that game developers might want to listen to their, quote, angry gamers and understand what they exactly want out of a game. In fact, if they did more listening, I would bet their sales would increase and thus could take better care of their employees. How about that?
Wait, I thought she was bashing on like gamers, but
Well, she was, yeah. This isn't an article by her.
I mean, it's even when EA was making profits off Battlefield 4, when they were making hand over fist money, the way they treated their employees was still pretty shit. But that's just EA, kind of. It's one of the things where it doesn't matter if the company is profiting or it's not. Like if they treat their employees like shit, then they're gonna treat their employees like shit. It doesn't matter if they're making $1 billion or $1. I don't know. I see a lot of devs going straight indie, and it seems to be working out for a decent amount of devs going indie.
So here's this chick. Let me tell you this, demanding more from the people we create for, from the communities we work for and with, is an act of care and love. Here's why. I spoke to a dear friend of mine the other day who works far away from games and education. She works with marginalized kids a lot, and one of the key principles she follows is to, quote, demand the best of them. She explained to me that it is part of discrimination and oppression to expect less from people who are less fortunate or who we don't care about. So she literally just compared gamers to fucking children. Well, specifically her customers and audience.
I mean, fine. I mean, I wasn't gonna buy Battlefield 5 anyways. I probably won't buy it anyways now, even more.
And I thought that line of thinking was brilliant and wonderful because everything I've ever felt about large companies craving towards hate mobs and their demands was that it is one thing apart from cruel, it is patronizing.
But is she patronizing her customers?
I mean...
I mean, I wish these people had like a hypocrisy meter just right behind them.
Oh, dude.
24/7.
It would break.
It
would literally break. It would peg the scale. The needle would snap. It'd be like in the cartoons. You know, the plane is
600-pound fat guy going on a scale.
Well, the cartoons or the plane like starts doing a nosedive and the altimeter keeps spinning until eventually hits the peg and then it snaps and keeps spinning. Like that's what would happen.
I want to see a parody video of that just SJW's getting a hypocrisy meter. Just see a parody video. Maybe Freedom Tunes will do it.
So more Twitter shit. I know Goget said that he had heard of this, but Twitter is going to ban dehumanizing comments with user help.
Oof.
Oh, so ban people even more than they're already doing. All right then.
So what happened? Like, does any of it get reviewed at all, or is it just?
Nope, it's straight terminated. I'm pretty sure it's like the rest of Twitter's policies.
Well, I think. Oh man, what did I? Because I actually read the Twitter. Like, there was a. Because the with users help, there's a. It's not a poll. It's a questionnaire that they wanted people to fill out, and I tried to fill it out and submit it, but they didn't accept it. Or like it didn't click, and I have no idea why.
Also,
but I think part of what, because they had a little blurb about what they were going to be doing, and because I think part of it was AI, algorithm based, and part of it is going to be human checking, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, that just is opening themselves up to a lot of problems.
Well, especially like what was the
Twitter burns, everyone celebrates.
This is why I didn't want to be on Twitter.
And yet.
I know. Well, okay. See, and this goes back to the conversation that I had with Rambo and Shane and maybe Brem or what. I know I've had this conversation a couple of times. This is why principles are something you try to live up to. They're not something that you achieve all the time. Because, yes, my principle was I didn't want to be a part of Twitter because I wanted Twitter to crash and burn.
It's going to crash and burn eventually, just like Facebook is now for
but
their numbers are down for Facebook.
Since Brem hasn't been able to participate or do the Twitter or the cast or any of that, Rambo has been unable to do it, and Shane died. I took it upon myself to try and do as much as I could to make sure the show didn't die. And so I figured something that could only help that would be if I took over the Twitter account and started trying to, maybe drum up some controversy or, do whatever it took to get.
Oh my God! When did you become a whore?
I've already got 2 extra subscribers, so get fucked. But hey, and yes, that might be violating my principles, but I think that that's a worthwhile.
But all principles.
Well, but that's the thing. It's, like I said, principles aren't something you can live up to 100% of the time. That's why they're principles.
You try to live up to them.
Exactly. You try. You do the best you can. Life is not black and white. There are no fucking 100% right answers. Like, that's the thing. What would be worse? Would it be worse is it worse for me to violate my principle of not participating in Twitter, or would it be worse for me to not do anything with it, and then maybe that contributes to the ending of the show?
Oh,
Right?
I'm just still quietly laughing in my little corner. You ignore me.
But how do you answer a question like that, right? Like, there's no right answer there. So, fuck it.
I've got a Twitter. I never use it. I've got 2 Twitters.
I did have a Twitter.
I have too many Twitters.
I've just got the 2.
I did have a Twitter, but unfortunately, I got reports to the Stalin police, so I lost my Twitter.
You got what?
Well, that's what I call the Twitter censorship thing, the Stalin police.
Oh, okay.
Or the Gestapo stormtroopers. It's really switches from them.
Man, I don't know what it is, but I'm having such a hard time understanding you in particular.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't know. Your words all blend together.
This isn't the whole thing. We want to expand our hateful conduct policy to include content that dehumanizes others based on their membership in an identifiable group.
What?
Well, the two...
Okay, wait. So what happens when Nazis are getting hate?
Oh, yeah, right. Political ideology is included there, but yeah, I doubt they'll include...
It's only to protect commies.
Not to defend Nazis. I'm just like, you. Where's the line?
You gotta have a standard, and you can't say commies, but no Nazis or something like that. It's like...
Okay, here we go. For the last 3 months, we have been developing a new policy to address dehumanizing language on Twitter. Language that makes someone less than human can have repercussions off the service, including normalizing serious violence. Some of this content falls within our hateful conduct policy, but there are still tweets many people would consider to be abusive, even when they do not break our rules. Here we go.
Does that person have a block button of some kind?
Right. Twitter's dehumanization policy. You may not dehumanize anyone based on membership in an identifiable group, as this speech can lead to offline harm. Dehumanization. Language that treats others as less than human. Dehumanization can occur when others are denied the human qualities, quote, or in parentheses, animalistic dehumanization, or when others are denied...
What?
Yeah, so like comparing a human with an animal.
Oh, that's specifically for Trump. How Trump calls everyone a dog.
So wait. What happens if you call someone a bitch? Because that technically falls in that, right?
Yeah.
No, I think that one was made for Trump though, because you know how Trump calls everyone like a dog. Like he calls basically anyone he doesn't like a dog.
Or when others.
That was made for Trump though. So.
Or when others are denied of their human nature, mechanistic dehumanization. Examples can include comparing groups to animals and viruses, or reducing groups to a tool for some other purpose.
What?
What does that mean?
That means literally nothing!
Gender, so like guys or girls, are only good for sex. That would be an example of the second one.
Okay, thank you.
Mainly only girls. If you say guys, no one gives a shit. There you go.
Yeah, and then identifiable group. Any group of people that can be distinguished by their shared characteristics, such as their race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, serious disease, occupation, political beliefs, location, or social practices. And I actually got into an argument about this with somebody on Twitter the other day when they were saying that. Oh, what was it? Because it was about fag and nigger. And
you mean legend?
You gave the hard R.
Yeah, it was, because they were using it as the slur. I can't remember what got us started on it, but the punchline was there's no excuse ever to use to call somebody anything like a fag or a nigger because they're just a slur, and the only purpose of a slur is to single somebody out and dehumanize them. And I was like, wait a minute, that's exactly what you're doing when you call somebody a Nazi. That's exactly the same. The only reason that you call somebody a Nazi, because you have no idea whether they're really a Nazi, as if there are any Nazis anymore. First off, there are no Nazis. Nazis died out in the fucking 40s, okay? If anything, they'd be neo-Nazis, and I doubt if there's even 1,000 neo-Nazis left in this goddamn country. But forgetting all that, you have no idea whether or not the person you're calling a Nazi on Twitter or Facebook or whatever is actually believes in white supremacy or the elimination of... Because seriously, you think about it, like, you know, people say, like, nigger is bad. And it's like, okay, I don't think when you're calling somebody a nigger, you're not telling them that they are a maddened, genocidal, war-starting... Like, just think of all the descriptors that you would associate with Nazi. Right?
Yeah, okay. I was like,
Hitler was a suicidal madman who was bent on genocide of an entire, first race, but then eventually several different groups of people, and bent on world domination. Like, that's a hell of a thing to call somebody. Like, at its worst, nigger has nowhere near the same connotations as that. So if you're gonna try and sit there and tell me that there's no excuse ever to call somebody a nigger or a faggot or what, because it wasn't just nigger, it was several different slurs that he used or that he exampled, then there should be no excuse ever for calling somebody a Nazi. Because that's all you're doing is you are singling somebody out to dehumanize them. It's the same exact shit that you were trying to say was, that every other slur was for.
What are you, a Nazi?
I know, right? I'm such a fucking white supremacist.
I mean, one of the things that makes you a white supremacist is principles, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
well.
We're all fucked.
wait.
If you have any form of principle or integrity, Nazi alert. We got Nazi. Like, that's how they define the Nazis. They're like, do you have any principles? Like,
do you have any principles? Nope.
All right, you're not Nazi. Do you have any principle? Like, do you believe in, I don't know, do you have a principle?
Free speech.
Free speech. All right, Nazi. Lock him up now.
Yep.
Get him in the gulags now. Make him work the rice fields for a little bit. He'll calm down. No, I was thinking of Asians here, my bad.
Oh, I remember what it was. Haha. It was. There were some people talking about how the quartering was banned from Gen Con, and they were saying things like they said that he had called the guy who punched him a slur, which I think it was taped, and there were several witnesses, and they all said none of that happened. But let's assume that it did. They were saying that, well, what did he expect? And he deserved it.
I mean, last time I checked, calling somebody a what is against the law, while literally punching somebody is.
Well, that's what I said. I said, okay, well, so if that's the way you guys feel, the next time I hear some fucking leftard calling somebody a Nazi, you won't mind if I clock him one in the jaw, right? And then that got into the whole, well, if you call somebody a fag, then the only reason you're doing, that there's no excuse for that. If you're calling somebody a Nazi, that's because it's bad to be a Nazi. Get the hell out of here, dude.
That's selective reasoning.
Right? That's some grade A fucking autism.
Weaponized autism like that. They could have used autism in Hiroshima.
That's weapons grade, bruh.
Like, they should have used it in Vietnam. That's all it was.
Yeah, total fucking bullshit. Like you guys aren't doing the exact same thing whenever you call somebody a bigot, a homophobe, a Nazi, whatever. Get out of here. Yeah, that.
No, it's not rude when I do it.
Yeah, exactly. And another loss. Fortnite's boob physics are an embarrassing and unintended mistake. Will be fixed.
No.
I know.
Fortnite needs to keep it.
Yes. Yes, we already lost
What do you
fucking
think?
Dead or Alive. We can't lose Fortnite too.
I didn't even notice the boob physics of Fortnite because I look at all the skins and I'm like, I think all these people are ugly. I would never fuck them.
This one's not too bad.
Which one is it? Send it.
Oh my god.
I mean, Calamity looks pretty good.
I mean, if I would fuck Ragnarok, man.
Here, I'll put
man,
it.
I love it.
I put it in a shit post. I hope that's the
We'll
yeah.
put it- and
It's
it's
Calamity. It's Calamity. That's exactly the one I said that looks good.
Oh my god, there's boob physics for Calamity. Oh my fucking.
Oh my
I don't
god,
get
they
that.
don't even fucking jiggle that much.
Oh, they don't even jiggle that much?
No,
Why are
that's
they really
nothing,
mad?
dude. That's fucking nothing.
I was hoping for like Dead or Alive type physics.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like anime fucking, boobs flopping everywhere type shit. No, dude,
You know, I just
they're
watched
not
it,
even
I just
they're
watched
not
the
even
show.
moving like it's not even like a
That's-
millimeter.
That's part of like anime culture though. It just tits flying around everywhere when the chick jumps high.
Well, she's
Uh.
doing some dance.
Huh?
Your
Ruth.
mama.
Huh?
What?
Calamity's new jiggle is not a sign that Fortnite is headed into Dead or Alive territory. Epic told me via email that the movements is a bug, not a feature. Like that's seriously practically realistic movement right there. I mean, she's sitting there doing like a football, where you stand with your arms out and you keep you jump with your legs up, both, one leg then the other leg really fast, and her boobs are moving a tiny bit side to side. Like that's I don't understand how she was doing what she was doing. Her boobs would
Guys,
not
that's
jiggle like
important
that.
to tell you, boobs jiggle in real life.
It's the big titty goth girl.
Big titty
I
goth.
mean, as
goth,
someone
yeah.
who loves boobs, I approve that one. Wait,
Dude, I
Quiet,
don't know. man.
child.
I love boobs. Boobs are amazing.
Boobs are
No.
amazing.
they
Yes.
definitely are. Like I used to be an ass man, but I got
Oh, yes, sir.
No, it's
Come to the
more,
dark side.
I want to hear about Riff
This.
and his appreciation of boobs.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, boobs are absolutely amazing.
No, I'm good.
I
We're
love
all
when you
good.
grab it.
I don't
I love
need
it,
to
like,
know
just-
this.
It's like those things where it's like your imagination goes wild with boobs. Like you look at them like, what's down there? What's between the boobs? Let's think about this real quick.
What do
Opie
you
is
mean?
love,
What?
Opie is life.
What's between the boobs? What are you talking about?
Does she
Dude,
have a phone
I am,
there, or
I
is it
am
just the
15
cleavage?
and an absolute retard, but I realize that there's nothing but boobs.
No, I'm thinking. No, I'm trying to say, does she have her phone there? Or is it
Nothing
cleavage?
yet. There needs to be.
Kill yourself, Pete.
Because funny enough, there's a lot of chicks that actually stuff their phone between their boobs.
Which
Hey,
just
man.
creates
Oh my God.
problems.
Dude, chicks pull all sorts of shit out of their boobs. I
They
cannot
literally
fucking
have
tell
it live
you
on camera.
how many
There
times chicks have
is
pulled
watching a hockey
nothing
game.
cell
more
phones,
disgusting
money,
than taking money that has boob sweat on it. That is just
I witnessed it at the mall.
gross.
pens
I
and
witnessed it at the mall.
pencils.
Some chick's like, all right, where's your wallet? Like, hold up, sir. She shoved her hand between her boobs and just pulled out her wallet. Like, bruh.
God, you want to say
What the
you want to say
fuck?
purses are a bottomless pit, man? I swear to God.
I mean,
I
you're not
witness this
wrong.
shit all the
Just
time.
get some boobs and put your stuff there.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hot though. If you stuff stuff between your boobs, that means you're
I'm gonna
experiencing
kill
it.
myself.
And then along with Fortnite's boob jiggle problem, which, God, isn't even a problem. And if they seriously do work to remove that, like, God help them. Valkyria
help them.
Chronicle 4's sexual harassment problem is unacceptable in 2018. We got this hot take from VG247.
Who the fuck's that?
Wait, there's Fortnite jiggle physics?
Yeah, I
Not
know,
really.
That's not too, right?
Not really. There's a tiny amount of jiggle, and apparently that's a problem.
Who the fuck gives a shit?
These
Boobs
people.
don't jiggle.
The characters already literally look like fucking dolls and fucking toy soldiers already.
Yeah, but boobs don't move, so they're trying to make it more realistic.
All right, my bad.
Yeah,
I
they
forgot
never
about that.
ever move. That's
Ever.
fake news.
It's
Fake
like
news. We need a Trump quote here.
freaking just cement balls attached to your rib cage.
It's just
Cement
Mounted
balls
with
attached-
mounted with
screws
chicken wire.
and oh yeah, man, just like they're in there.
Forever.
God.
I am extremely uncomfortable by this conversation.
Hi guys, my name's Gurgit. I'm extremely uncomfortable with this conversation.
Wow, you
Really?
That was not a bad impersonation though.
Wow.
It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
I went to the shitpost part of the server, and I think I've just seen Bowsette Jr. and Bowser playing fucking.
That was it.
Bowsette and Bowsette Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, we see it.
What the fuck is that?
Who cares?
Playing a
Bowser
game?
and Bowser Jr.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm
Yeah,
really
it's
confused.
It's a
Why-
lolly, guys.
You're
First
lovely.
off, why aren't they found like Bowser, who looks like a goddamn turtle on PTSD servers? I don't know. I said PTSD. Never mind.
Yes.
Yes,
You
it's,
said it right,
yes,
Imagine.
it's BDSM, not bestiality. BDSM.
It's hentai, guys. Come on.
So, Raz is the stereotypical bad boy. While watching the conversation between Riley and Claude unfold, Kai notes that they sense a void between the two characters.
Oh, this.
Raz responds by saying that it must be Kai's women's intuition kicking in. Kai snipes back, reminding Raz that in the army, people see them as a man. Raz then stands up, walks behind Kai, and grabs their butt. No guy's got an ass this tight. This scene sets the tone for the rest of Valkyria Chronicle 4's campaign. God, I can just see them.
fucking hilarious.
I can just see them clutching their pearls, just like, oh my god, I cannot believe they included this in my Christian game.
Dude.
Although the game has a diverse cast of male and female characters.
PC or no?
I think it's on PC, yeah. Although the game has a diverse
I'm gonna add to my cart right now.
Although the game has a diverse cast of male and female characters with unique personalities, the women on either side of the war are degraded, sexually harassed, and mistreated. For women in this game, a respectful experience is impossible. When they're not being groped by their squad mates, the camera frames them at all angles
Is that like what you can do if you see a chick on the field, you can just grab her ass real quick?
that accentuate their sexual value over their value to the squad. Then, of course, the picture is just this nice shot of her ass being grabbed.
You know what this guy
I'm just gonna say right now, coming from me playing Valkyria Chronicles 2, the entire game's a fucking joke.
They've got
link it in shit post.
link what?
The article. I want to see this.
Oh, okay, hang on.
I have to see this. I kind of don't want to believe that's real.
Oh,
I
it is.
really do.
And they've got these two. One is
Oh my
check
God,
out
I see the thumbnail.
check out the ass on that one. I'd swab her dick.
Oh my god.
That was a letdown. Kind of hoped I'd dream up some bombshell in a bikini to reward me for my hard work.
Oh my God, I fucking love this. All right, what type of game is it?
This article doesn't tell that Baz get ass kicked.
I love the comments. I love the
Jesus
comments on
Christ.
this.
I haven't even read the comments yet.
I love the comments are great. I just fucking like, dude, this is hilarious.
The moment Raz's hand clenches Kai's butt, the game frames it so that the act fills the entire screen. You would think, with it being such a big moment, the game had something to say. Instead, it simply normalizes these actions. If you act in such a way, you won't get punished.
It's clearly it's. I have to buy this game now.
Oh my
By
God.
something telling me within me, I have to buy this game, like right now.
Oh my god.
I think it's the tits.
I want to see. I want to see where it's like, hold up, and just grab the chicken. I want to see that in the scene. Please be there.
This sort of mindset becomes even more dangerous when you consider the state of the world in 2018. While the
Oh,
Me Too
God.
movement has brought attention to the injustices faced within the placed by women at the hands of men abusing their positions of power, we are far from shifting the needle towards genuine reform. Oh my god, they had to throw in Kavanaugh.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
Can we not read this stuff? Because I'm gonna burst into tears of laughter.
I found it. I'm trying to read this too. Like, I'm trying to read this on my own. I think I might actually cry how funny this is.
When you have a
Also-
game like Valkyria Chronicles 4 that contains a distinct lack of condemnation or consequences for such actions, you are
But-
setting a dangerous precedent.
But apparently, Raz gets his ass kicked by her.
Well, he gets punched right after. Yeah, but that's
Okay.
all that happens, and that's apparently not enough.
Patriarchy. But you gotta love that dude. That dude's got
Yes,
some-
Queen Slay.
That's just hilarious.
Absolutely.
It's like no. No I'm saving this article. I'm gonna save it in my list of articles I have saved.
No dude's got an ass this tight.
This
I
is
think
gonna be
Jamie would
something
like to argue that.
Curious
Probably.
Stories got any counter arguments to that statement or not really?
I'm a wet
Oh,
Coogan.
I'm like falling asleep in my chair.
Well, go the
That's
fuck to
because
sleep
you're
then,
gay.
bitch.
I mean,
Text
it's
me
a video
later,
game.
so I know
it's a
you
video
changed,
game. Like, it
bitch.
doesn't really.
No, but there are actually people in the comments saying that, oh my god, you're so wrong. This thing does normalize it for men.
No, I was like, yeah,
It was a
that's-
part of a video game. I'm not gonna go up to a girl and grab her fucking ass the next time I see her.
I
It's
don't
a
think
fucking
You're
joke.
not-
Hold up real quick. Do
You're
you
not,
go
I am.
out in public?
Kill yours. You're gonna grab your sister's ass. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because go against an Alabama incest winner. You know what I mean?
No, you-
Incest is best.
Die.
Incest
No,
Yeah, keep-
shut the fuck up, Carrie. I never want to hear that shit ever come
You
out of your
gotta-
mouth. Ever.
no, you
again.
gotta- you
My
gotta keep
daddy
the-
says I'm the best French kisser.
You gotta keep the blood. No,
I'm
you gotta keep the
I
blood
am-
pure. You know what I mean?
triggered. I'm gonna kill myself now.
My daddy says I'm the best French kisser.
Go get Daddy says I'm the best French kisser.
There it is.
You sound like Simple Jack.
Hey guys,
Thank
it's
you.
Jack Skeptic guy over here. Also, real quick update. Apparently Monday, Matt
Monday and
Apparently
Matt, what?
Monday what?
he actually apologized for what he did.
Yeah, I
He
saw
just
his
tried
video,
the
but-
video.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
No, I'm not explaining this controversy. Google it, but he basically apologized after what he did.
He had been reporting a whole bunch of creators on YouTube for copyright violations.
So this is
Jacksepticeye
the-
had been?
No, Monday and Matt.
Monday
Oh.
Matt.
So I gotta ask what the fuck a mundane Matt is now.
He's
That his
just
content's mundane.
yeah,
Doesn't
he's
that?
he's a YouTuber.
That's very boring to watch. Like I could probably just jack off to my
Oh,
own
is
fucking
that person
reflection.
that Jack Williams is obsessed with?
Obsessive, yeah.
Sorry, I died. I never had that name.
Yeah, I say that because he probably has a bunch of pictures.
No,
saved
he
on
has
his
photos
computer.
saved of Mundane Man. I'm not lying, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
That's-
He has photos saved of Infinite Retro.
That's
Creepy.
interesting.
So,
That's sus.
Goget, I just got a DM from Max, and I want to kill myself.
Oof.
You remember that time she was at a friend's house?
Yeah.
What, she got some lesbian puss?
No, she joined the call while she had a friend over. Alright.
Was she
And
hot,
the
at least, her
person-
friend?
No, can I talk?
Oh, sorry.
Basically, that friend wants my Discord tag.
Is she hot?
I've never even seen her, but I know her name's Alice. That's it.
I'd verify. If she's hot, go for it. Not hot, don't even fucking look at it straight.
I didn't even say anything like that. I'm just asking, or I'm just
I'm-
saying that
no,
that's
you-
a weird ass question to ask me when I'm napping.
Just send me a picture of you jacking off. That'll send the ladies coming.
What?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. Just pull a
Well, you
hard
see, the thing is I need Panorama for that.
There is nothing faster to like fuck up your chances than like dick pics or anything like that. Just ugh.
Why
You're
fuck up
literally
my
a-
chances? I'm not trying anything.
I'm just
She wants the
saying.
decoy tag.
I'm just saying, dick pics might work.
No.
Well, you see, the thing is I don't send unsolicited dick pics. I've never even sent a dick pic in the first place. Gang gang.
She want the decoy tag.
Sorry, what
Thank
did you say?
Gouda, for that joke.
Who, what?
She wants the decoy tag.
Max was saying that she was pretty sure that Alice had a lady boner for me, so maybe.
I mean,
Did I really
right,
just FC this song while I'm not? Oh my god, okay.
Right. I'm just letting you know, if she's hot, then go for it. You know what I mean? Because you gotta remember, they gotta be good looking to a certain extent. Because you never want to go for an ugly chick. Trust me,
I'm calling
bad
the
idea.
police.
Ugly women are insane. Do not go for ugly women.
Oh
I'm
my
calling-
lord.
Oh my god. Wait, is that
So I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm not wrong. I am
So
not
the
wrong.
exact words from Max was, "My friend Alice from IRL wants to get to know you, and I don't know why. Do you want me to give her your Discord?" This was sent at 8 o'clock, and I woke up at 9:24 because I was going to go and get some. So I just left her a question mark, right? She said she was here when I was in a call with you guys, and now she wants to know you in particular. So in that call was me, Go Get, Blue, Yang, and Batty, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But she wants to get to know me?
That doesn't sound right. Just
I mean, fuck a crazy bitch. It sounds like fun.
Fuck a crazy.
he's too young.
Yeah,
I'm
dude, just
calling
stick
the
your dick in a
police.
toaster.
I mean, have
I
you
now
ever,
have to
ever
place
thought
on
about
speed
sticking your
dial.
before?
Shut up, Go Get. Your sister said that she wants Pennywise to vor her.
Shut up, go get party. Fuck this sister.
No.
I'm calling the police.
No, it's legal in Alabama. So
No.
It's legal to fuck your sister?
No.
you forget what Alabama is.
No, that's Mississippi.
Oh.
One of y'all-
Alabama's
One of y'all are
Alabama's the
hillbilly hick fucking cousin fuckers, so I mean...
No, it's Alabama.
I mean, that's where the best song Alabama Neighbor was. Did.
Relax! Oh my god!
The best thing that's ever happened in this chat while I've been in it is she won the decoy tag. Just sitting that was the best thing ever.
Wait, was that somebody in chat?
Yeah.
Where did
Whoever-
Gamester go?
I'm still
Whoever
here.
that,
Okay.
whoever
Alright,
that
Gabe,
was, I
tell
want
me
to
you're
have
not
your
wrong
babies.
when it comes to ugly.
It's
Would you
League
fuck
of
an ugly
Legends.
chick?
What was that?
Would you fuck-
an ugly chick?
Would I fuck an ugly chick?
Yeah.
How ugly?
Brimstone.
No, I would
No,
not
what
fuck
the
a chick
fuck?
as ugly as Brimstone.
Brimstone is a beautiful man, you take that back.
Not if he was a chick.
Same beard, hair, and everything.
Well,
Jesus. Oh, ugh. Throw up now.
Right. I'm just saying, if this chick is hot, then it's amazing.
I don't know who the fuck she is.
Yeah, but if she's
Apparently,
hot-
that's not important.
yeah, it is important. Trust me, it's not. It's the looks matter a lot more.
Oh
Just
my
understand.
God.
Maybe
I'm-
you do, but believe it or not, I'm not shallow.
Well, I'm shallow, so I fully admit that.
I'm calling the police.
There is no police in my realm.
I'm just. Yeah.
Shut up, Kara. Women don't have
Kara,
opinions.
go tell us about how the U.S. was founded. You were there, like you fucked George Washington.
Oh,
oh,
fuck.
Jesus.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
George, let me just say, good old George really liked to be pegged.
Hot.
Fuck?
This is why I can't be around children. None of you understand my gross.
No,
I know
sex
what.
stuff.
I know what you said. I'm just saying, what the fuck is and where the fuck did that come from?
Your mom.
Who is
Also,
Also,
hot?
I get the joke. I said hot.
Carrie, I'm gonna fucking gun you down in the streets.
That's okay.
Did you
It's
just
okay.
say that's
Why
okay?
do you keep adding more channels? Ah.
Screw you. That's why.
Get out of my Christian Minecraft server.
So, do we want to talk about Canada really quickly?
Yeah, let's talk about
do we have
democracy
to?
in Canada.
So basically, you know how you guys have the founding fathers and stuff like that, you know, George Washington, stuff, all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
The people that were there, like, if they weren't there, your country wouldn't be founded. We have a person like that named John A. MacDonald. I don't know if you've heard, but he had a statue out in front of City
McDonald?
Hall in Ottawa. Basically, they removed the statue because he was the person that helped with residential schools, if you know what those are.
Yeah, those basically were schools where they put Indian kids in. They like try to basically get rid of that they
Cultural
were.
assimilation and all that.
Love
And by
me.
cultural simulation, it was a torture fest.
Basically, they removed the statue of that, and I wanted to know what you guys' opinion on that was.
Well, it's silly
I mean,
nonsense.
I'm not shocked, to be honest.
But yeah,
Unsurprisingly,
they've been
I
doing
have-
that in the U.S. too.
They've been trying to do that. Like they literally said they want to go for George Washington at some point. So
Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I fucked up the entire FC. Killing myself.
Why is my house so cold? Oh my god.
I mean,
Fuck
those
you.
statues eventually are just gonna fight back. They're eventually just gonna
Those
rise up.
statues are
because-
eventually just gonna rise up, just like
Yeah,
the gamers
exactly.
should. Gamers rise up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run Canada because I'll be the great leader of Canada. Make Canada great again.
Yeah, that's never gonna
Anyways.
happen.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's possible.
You guys
but I
elected
mean-
Trudeau. Like,
No, it was mostly women, so I can blame Justin Trudeau.
but it still happened. So I think you guys are beyond saving.
All right, here's source. It's your fault that Justin Trudeau's elected.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's okay. But, women are responsible for JFK too. So
You know, I was gonna say that actually.
and Obama, and actually they can prove it in the case of Obama.
Women are also the reason that 9/11 happened.
Well, if they would
That
just
was
wear their
me
fucking burqas,
personally.
cover up, you
the-
goddamn
the
whore.
jab.
No.
So, Gogit, I don't know whether I should take this as a sign of Max hates me now or what, but Max went offline and won't respond.
Oh Jesus, dude.
It's
Why do you-
also late.
Why do you
Max
bring your
probably went to
drama
bed.
here?
I know. I was like,
This is
I-
not the
I-
place for your silly
Well-
drama.
I was talking to Gogit.
Yes,
okay, we'll talk
but
on his server.
yeah, we're on the game talk right now.
I mean, I like drama, so I'm down to like.
But I don't know any of these people, so I don't care.
I know. It's not about you. It's about me.
Alright, let's talk about real life drama.
Ugh.
Alright, did you know that chicken nuggets right now actually
What?
He
Chicken
cut.
nuggets, what?
He just cut
Cut
off.
it out.
Did you know that chicken nuggets are actually not made out of chicken?
Well, it depends on where you get them
Random
from.
meat products.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I could believe it.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I would not be surprised if, like, none of their things were what they say they were. I'd bet
you mean
French
it's
fries.
actually meat?
I would bet French fries or have nothing to do with potatoes, and I'll bet you their hamburger
the
patties have no
French.
burger in them.
Alright, I'm back.
I'd be surprised if it was actually meat or chicken. Like,
Well, that's Taco Bell. The ground beef is not beef at all. It's beef flavored soy.
I know.
Hey guy, do we Taco Bell?
Beef flavored soy.
Oh, so Taco Bell is responsible for all the soy boys.
Speaking of vegan, I really want Oreos.
Shut vegan.
Are Oreos vegan?
That depends on what level of vegan you are.
Yeah, because wait, is the cream like Is there any actual
So
cream in the ice
No,
cream?
no,
or
it's
in
that's
the...
all soy based.
Oh.
What the problem is that the process of bleaching sugar uses animal bones.
That
So
sounds hot, to be honest.
Yeah.
so it depends on if you're okay with white sugar or not. So
I mean, I would totally fuck white sugar.
like
Oh
eh.
man, I'd stick my dick into white sugar.
So I'm not vegan anymore, by the way.
Good. That shit's unhealthy
So
for you.
I was about to say you're a disappointment.
I mean,
Use
you're
the word.
you're not insane, Kirasaurus, so you're definitely not a vegan.
Well, she's a chick, so she is, but there are levels.
That's some level.
She's
Yeah,
either
there are
bipolar or
levels,
bisexual.
obviously.
No, you're not taking my quote.
I'm willingly here, so obviously the insanity is fairly high.
Exactly. Actually, I have Rife held hostage here. That's why he came.
Well, who invited Rife? Make it go away.
Right? I was trying to nap. One of y'all motherfuckers woke me up.
No, you.
Well, I'm about to go pass out. I'm tired.
I'm about to go
Go to
masturbate.
sleep then, ho.
Don't call me a hoe. Hoes get
Hoe?
laid.
Ho.
Oh fuck! I thought you were about to say something else.
No.
Ah,
Sounds
bunch of
Like I
nonsense.
insult myself as much as I insult all of you. Okay.
I mean, I
gotta
just,
keep it equal.
I'm about to quote that. I just quoted you, Kirasaurus, right now.
I hate everyone
Yeah, but-
equally, including myself.
I'm quoting you right now. I'm just gonna quote you real quick. Got a pen, and I have it written down, hanged on my wall. Kirasaurus quotes.
Is it just
Actually-
me screaming? Because I feel like
It's just quotes.
that's accurate.
I would have a whole. I already have multiple lists. Peter, like I have a list for people who piss me off in Warframe. I just so I can remember their name.
If I ever see this kid again, I'm gonna fucking give him a Hero chassis blueprint.
I'm gonna not fucking help him so hard.
No,
I'm not gonna help him in a PvE game.
What's the thing? You
No,
can't
but-
fucking kill him or anything. So what the fuck are you gonna do? It's like I'm not gonna help that motherfucker
Calling.
ever.
No, like let's say if I'm doing like ESOs or something like that, and I see his name in there, I'm like, nah, fuck this dude.
You can fuck that dude if you want. I don't judge.
No. that's
Yeah,
not
you
what I
do.
meant. That's not what I meant. You fucking you Kirasaurus.
Don't
Rex,
judge. That's the biggest lie ever.
I know that I'm probably just weird. as
Okay,
fuck.
okay, that's true. I'm very judgmental, but also very accepting.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
That's true.
You still call me 15.
the lie detector determined
You're
that that was a
12.
lie.
Exactly.
I mean, Kirasaurus into pegging, right? So that might be your way in.
Karasaurus is what?
Into pegging.
He's 12!
No, it doesn't have to be. He's 18 now, I'm pretty sure, alright?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No, he's
18's
like
still too
15.
young.
It's actually 16 to you, you uncultured swine.
I don't give a fuck. You're
Well.
still half my age.
Stop being so
Thanks, Sarah.
goddamn old. That's your fault.
I would love to stop, but yeah, that's just not gonna happen.
I'm gonna be alive by 2050. Can I say the same for you, Dexter?
Yeah,
You're not gonna be alive because I'm gonna fucking murder you.
well, I mean, like age-wise, yeah, I might be alive, but probably not because I'll have killed myself by then doing something stupid.
I mean, it depends if we go into a nuclear apocalypse.
I was like,
oh my
it
god,
depends
that's
on
my
how...
boy.
I mean, I'm just gonna make sure I'm ready for the nuclear apocalypse to get it, just in case. Because if I make like a bow and arrow, it would be probably better off in the apocalypse than most of the people in Canada.
Yeah, but isn't that illegal?
You're
They just went
illegal.
archery in Canada.
I don't know, man. Your guys' weapon laws are
eat
pretty
foods,
ridiculous.
Food, all I want. Mixing
I
nut.
mean, they don't have the government doesn't have to know.
You
Okay,
ever-
so women make the best sandwiches. Out of curiosity, is your sandwich like, is that cannibalistic?
Her, I have to ask. How is your sandwich game?
Honestly, pretty shit. But I can cook really well. I just
course
don't
you
make
do.
many sandwiches.
I have God tier sandwich game, but my fucking like I can't cook for shit.
See, I can cook, and I actually like to cook for other people.
I only know how to do
I
two
cook
things.
all my meals.
I only know how to make chicken and steak. That's the only two things. That's because I had to for a diet.
The only thing I know how to make is like ramen.
You might
You
You know, it's really not hard to cook. Actually, I think I'm going to make pancakes or waffles tomorrow morning.
I wish I could eat that stuff. Unfortunately, I can't.
I can do bomb
Why?
tri-tip.
No, diet. I can't.
So, you can. You're just choosing not to.
Yeah, it's because dieting purposes. I gotta look good at all times.
Well, like, you gotta have your cheat days now and then. Tomorrow's my cheat
I
day.
have cheat days, but the most I have on my cheat days, I can be a slice of pizza or two.
See, I'm just making pancakes. Calling it.
I understand that. I can't because I feel like if I eat like three slices of pizza, I gain like 50 pounds. So like.
So, that is a sign of
Being gay.
an unhealthy relationship with food that you should probably check
No,
yourself on.
the problem is I love food. I just feel like I gain.
Yes, and that is a sign of an unhealthy relationship with food.
How so?
Because if you eat 3 slices and you feel like you're gaining a ton of weight, then that's one of the ways that, you know, most people wind up becoming anorexic, because first it's pizza, then it's like pasta, then it's more and more and more and more until suddenly there's very few things on that list that you will eat.
Fair enough.
So just be careful. Allow yourself your cheat days. Don't beat yourself up for a cheat day. They're important.
The thing is, I have to maintain my temple of muscular beauty.
Well, as someone who also maintains a diet and I also work out, like, it's important. Just, yeah.
I'll
Just
try.
going a little motherly. Ignore me.
Jesus Christ, Carrier.
I'll try.
I care about your health. How dare I?
I
Exactly.
know.
Why won't you let me die?
Mother mode from somebody who's not a mother.
I know,
Exactly.
right? Hey, I'm a dog mom.
Excuses.
I feel like you're one of those crazy dog ladies that has like 7,000 dogs.
I have 1 dog, but I am the crazy aunt. So, yes.
This sounds about exactly like my own.
Yeah, why have my own kids when I can just annoy my niece?
I swear to God. If you... Don't be a cunt to your fucking nieces.
I'm not. I love my niece. I'm just like, why would I have my own kids? Like, I love
mean-
my niece, and then when she
I mean,
starts
if
to be
you-
ignoring, I can hand her back.
If you don't use your eggs, don't they scramble eventually?
Oh, I can't have children.
Oh.
F. Actually, that's a good thing depending on how you look at it.
I have chosen to look at it positively.
I mean, I want to have
I
children.
mean, me personally, I never want to have children because I don't feel responsible.
You are too.
You're 12.
Yeah, you are too fucking young to even consider that question, you dumbass.
I mean, I want.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I never want to have children even when I'm older.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I
Alright,
find a lady
you're
who can
12.
tame them.
Yeah, you
I
are.
find a lady.
You are a
I
child,
mean,
sir.
marriage and kids are something that are on my list of things I have to do. Not like something as a trophy, but like something I want to do.
I wouldn't mind adopting a kid.
But I'm in a minority in terms of millennials, I guess. So
I'm also old.
I don't know. Well, millennials maybe, but I mean, are you even? Oh, God, see, I
Because
never.
you're saying
No,
you're
he's
so-
not a millennial.
Yeah, when
He's
is the
too young.
cutoff?
He's
When is the
30.
cutoff for millennial? Like, what's the last?
I was born in
I don't know.
1999.
No, I know, but
Oh, you were born in 99?
Yeah, I was born in
you
99.
can never get a straight fucking, because I've heard that.
Millennials are apparently officially defined as a generation born between 81 and 96.
So
you're
yeah,
Gen
you're
Z.
Gen Z. Yeah,
Fucking goddamn it.
and Gen Z is supposed to be one of the most conservative generations. Like, they're more conservative than the baby boomers were.
Yeah, but that's because it was after a war. baby boomers are like, let's just drink and drive, because that's what I find hilarious. Baby boomers like this complain about what my generation does in their free time, even though they used to drink and drive all the goddamn time. Baby boomers.
I mean,
I'm not wrong. Baby boomers are fucking insane, and never take advice from a baby boomer ever.
I
Don't trust the baby boomers. I'm saying.
well, they completely fucked America. That's for sure.
This is America.
I live in America.
I mean, Bill Maher's generation.
Don't catch you sleeping now?
I mean, they fucked up the economy. They fucked up everything. So.
This is America.
Yeah, what's
Where everything is fucked from the get-go.
Stefan Molyneux did a good thing about that. His apology to I can't remember if it was if it was titled like apology to millennials, but it was his apology to younger people.
Really?
Going on about all the ways that the generations before them had really fucked things up, and especially with how they were raised, like the daycare generation, and helicopter parents, and
Like, I apologize at least.
the everybody gets a participation trophy culture and shit like that. Like, he went on about it, and it was a really good piece by him.
You're gonna have to send it to me. I'm curious.
I'll have to
I wanna
find
read
it. Yeah, I want to watch it again anyway. It was a video, not a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, I want to watch it.
Mhm.
I'm not
I mean-
all the way here right now. Bitch is
Yeah.
starting.
I wanted to watch it again anyway, so yeah, I'll find
I mean,
it.
Perfect.
funny enough, baby boomers are statistically there's a lot more racist people among baby boomers in my generation, so that's something to be proud of.
Wait, there's a lot. Wait, what?
There's a lot more racist people that are baby boomers than my generation.
Then Gen Z, sure. Then millennials, I don't know
How? Where's your proof of that?
how racist all of the left-wing psychos are.
Oh fuck. They're oh,
You go far enough on either side, and there's nothing.
I mean,
but
it's
cycles.
not quite the same. You know,
No, but
it's
baby boomers are.
it's the bigotry of low expectations, and it's the, oh, these poor minorities, they totally need our help because, they'd never be able to achieve otherwise. It's, it's not the same kind of racism, but yeah, I think it'd be a toss-up.
Maybe, I don't know. Baby boomers are pretty fucking insane.
Every generation sucks in some way.
I love
No,
the
baby boomers are a special kind of fuck up.
That's true.
I love the man, and I can't remember how exactly it was worded, and I'm pretty sure it was specifically targeted towards like baby boomers. But man, y'all complaining about Netflix and chill, shut the fuck up. You guys were sucking dick at the drive-thru. It's the exact same thing.
Just in private. Maybe that's their complaint, that we're not exhibitionists like they were.
Oh, the baby boomers complain about video games a lot too. That's another thing baby boomers complain about.
Complain about what? Sorry.
Baby boomers complain about video games a lot, in particular.
Oh, yeah. Because they're jealous that we have better pastimes.
I mean, like they want me to be smoking on the regular, which I have no problem with that. So be on the regular, but not every day.
How dare you have other pastimes?
I don't know. I feel like
How dare you
that would
enjoy
ruin
different things from me?
that would ruin smoking weed though if he smoked. Hey, I feel like that would just ruin it.
I don't know. I feel like living in Colorado was wasted on me because I never smoked.
Yeah, otherwise, why would you want to live in Colorado?
I mean,
I didn't want to, which is why I left.
I mean, if you weren't there to smoke weed, then why would you?
Fatherhood is teaching your kid that if you kill a hooker, you get your money back.
That's GTA.
No, you're teaching your kid that.
Yeah, by letting them play GTA.
Yeah,
Oh, the video game guys, come on! I'm scared of the video games.
I played GTA when I was like 11. I turned out perfectly fine.
You're 12. That wasn't a long time ago. Huh.
I
You
remember
say I'm
playing-
told, but it actually was a lot
Yeah, I
better.
played GTA and I never tried to kill a hooker to get my money back.
I mean, I played GTA and I played Fifth.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Bunch of bullshit.
Yes, welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the
I mean,
world.
I remember way back when.
Welcome to the
I
family, son.
remember in 2004 and 2005 I played EverQuest. That shit was dope.
You know what's sad? He's old enough, he could be your father.
Who?
I mean, I
Gank.
guess.
Gank? Dad?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, sure.
I mean, which he'd be a kind of cool father. He'd teach us to use a shotgun, smoke weed. What's up the like?
Rides on the motorcycle. You would
I
never have
really need
anything but
another fucking motorcycle.
you'd never have anything but the very best as far as computers and shit went. Yeah.
Feminists support abortion, but female babies get killed first. Feminist is batshit crazy. Well, female babies get killed first because females are obviously very inferior. Am I right, guys?
Oh.
It's not wrong.
Oh,
Hey.
Jesus. Okay.
Ugh.
I think there was a study on like
Don't nut on stream, please.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Anyways, what were you saying, Karen?
if there was a study on like how straight people were based on like their brainwaves. And dudes, like it was pretty obvious if they were straight or not. But girls, there was a whole lot of gray area. I'm just like, holla pray.
I mean, chicks are either bisexual or bipolar.
You're not taking my quote.
I just fucking did.
Every chick is bi. It's your job to figure out if it's bipolar or bisexual.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I said that because
But are there girls who are both?
Oh yes.
yeah, that's what Abby was.
I don't know who Abby is, but okay.
My ex.
I don't care.
Okay. Means a lot.
I'm not here to make you feel better.
She's only
Unless
here
apparently.
she's only here to hear you masturbate, right? So just pull your
Oh,
pants and
God,
back it
no.
off.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's not.
I mean, who doesn't play with their dick on their desk? Hey, what?
Well, Kiru, obviously.
What? I missed it.
Like,
I mean, Kier, aren't you part dinosaur, so you might have a dick?
I mean, I do have dicks. They just are detachable and multiple colors.
what the fuck did I just plug my headphones back into?
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
I mean, you say it's not, but
Yeah, but can you nut?
some of them can.
Yeah, I was gonna
Jesus,
say those
what
exist
a
now,
world- What a fucking world we live in.
right?
I mean, chicks are get mad. Dudes are having sex robots, but they get these fucking dildos that have full all feature jack off feature and everything.
Like,
full color.
Dude, that makes no sense to me.
Don't need
If
a
a girl buys a
dude.
dildo, it's considered like sexy and shit. But the moment I want to buy a Fuckmaster Squirtmaster 3000 with walk action, it's considered perverted. It's like, what?
I don't think it's perverted, except for the fact that you're 12 and can't purchase those things because you're too young.
Wait, no, wait a second. Can you? Can a
You can't
wait.
buy sex toys until you're 18.
really?
You could on Amazon.
Are you sure about that? Like,
I really
Is it-
hope that's
No, no.
still the case.
seriously, like, is it illegal for like a 15 or 16-year-old girl to buy a dildo or a vibrator? Is that illegal?
Well, you can't walk into a sex shop without being 18. Yeah, it's
Sure,
it's
a sex
selling
shop, but that's
it's
'cause they got-
selling sexual goods to a child.
Because
Technically,
that's like porn.
Amazon.
technically,
That's like porn and
Yeah, but-
stuff. Like, you can buy condoms when you're underage. It's not illegal to buy a condom, and it's not illegal to buy lube. Like, is it illegal to buy a dildo if you're underage? Like, I don't
I'm not
know if
sure.
that's part of it, because it's all it is a
I'm not sure
masturbatory
if it's
aid.
officially illegal.
Okay.
To-
Have any of you guys seen Humans?
No, what the fuck?
No. Okay. It's on. I think it's an HBO show. It might not be, but it's on Amazon Prime, and it's a standard sci-fi show where like human-shaped robots, are commonplace. And then the story, like there's a bunch of little stories in it, but the main story is that there's a group that's trying to get them to develop consciousness and be real and all this other stuff. And there was like one of the things about it is there's an 18 plus mode, and you've got to be an adult to activate the 18 plus mode. But I was thinking about that, and it's like, why is that a thing though? Like, same question with like a 16-year-old girl wants to buy a dildo. Why would that be illegal? I mean, it's
not illegal. I couldn't find anything, in my like 5-minute.
Or guy for that matter. I mean, I don't know how many guys like to buy dildos, but I'm sure there's some gay dudes out there who enjoy it.
Because they're fags, like go get anyone.
I just want a pocket pussy.
I'll look at Legos.
I can make my own sandwiches. I don't need one if I get a pocket pussy.
I don't want to know.
So you're telling me you don't find it hot when you fuck a pocket pussy that's made out of
Well, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah.
Anything works as lube.
No.
But seriously though, that's if say like there was a legislator that wanted to try and make it illegal for anybody under 18 to purchase a dildo, like what would their argument be?
I don't know.
Elon
An
Musk
adult
is
working at the store providing sexual content to a minor.
They can order it on Amazon.
You could make the same argument about a condom.
True.
And that's the thing. The whole like for its intended purpose, it has nothing to do with anybody else, right? The whole point is they're using it on themselves.
I'm just throwing ideas.
No, I know. I'm just like I'm just trying to parse my way through this, and that's why I was so Anyway, it was just kind of silly to me.
It is silly.
Panopties.
Masturbation is healthy. Yay!
Only on Fridays.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of limiting.
What do you think I've been doing right now as we've been talking? I've been playing
That
Destiny.
explains the clicking.
I've been playing Destiny with my feet, jacking off of my right hand.
I was typing out a message. Stop making fun of my keyboard.
We do what we want, child.
Fuck off. Keyboard shaming.
Fuck off, dinosaurs. Should have got extinct with the rest of them.
Nope.
You better hope we don't, because then your ass is going to be running the country.
No, shit.
You see, the thing is, Pete, is I think you're cool. I don't think Carrie is.
Yeah, Carrie's a woman.
Wow.
Sorry.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I see how it is.
Well, I agree with the me being cool part.
Carrie's cool, but the problem is she's a woman, so it's like, can't talk to her.
I know.
But what happens when I just identify as a dinosaur skeleton?
Then we got something going on here.
Okay. Remember, I am a meat popsicle. Except for the fact that there's no meat on these bones. because I am a skeleton.
You make that reference, Kiru, and I don't think anybody else but me knows what you're talking about.
That's like been hurting me, so thank you for letting me know that someone got my joke.
I'm just saying. Garuda probably got it because he said he's 32, so he's probably seen it. But yeah, I don't know how many other people are in on it though.
Children.
All right, you dinosaurs.
Man,
Jesus.
this man really mastered all 4 elements and then dipped.
Who? What?
Elon Musk is dad.
Whatever happened with Elon Musk and him getting in trouble for smoking pot on
people got over it.
Did they? Because there was talk about
Definitely.
like getting him kicked from the board of Tesla and shit.
For smoking
Really?
marijuana.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wanna try that?
Oh yeah, there were people like seriously
He's the-
calling for him to get booted from Tesla and shit like
Here's
that.
the thing, Elon Musk is the mind of Tesla.
I know. I was
That's
like,
what
why
we
would you do that?
balls.
That was a dumb. That was a
I
dumb.
mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea because I think Tesla's gonna crash and burn hard, but still.
I mean, Elon Musk is a genius, though. He'll figure something out.
I'll be back.
I'm really tired and I have to go clean my new tattoo.
But I was argue Elon Musk is one of the minds of this entire generation. Not my generation, but like he'll be in the history book, Elon Musk.
I mean,
If there is a history book, if Skynet doesn't kill us all first, or fall apocalypse on him, something like that.
we'll find out. Or
We
who knows,
will.
maybe I'll be dead by then.
Here's hoping. Come
You wanna see
on,
the-
motorcycle accident.
Is that why you just speed? Do you speed red lights a lot by any chance? Or no?
Not red lights, but I speed a lot.
I mean, why would you drive like really slow on a motorcycle? If you're in a 40 zone on a motorcycle, you're going 60 at all times. Guaranteed.
If you're not doing double the speed limit, then you're just being a pussy.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I can't get away. After I would. I have a giant truck, dude, so it's kind of like just if my car is loud. So if I just even press the gas really hard, everyone from Timbuktu hears it.
What kind of car? What kind of truck do you have?
Pretty sure I think it's a Ford.
Ugh.
There's a
Ugh.
lot of Fords, so
I'll define the specific one.
you don't know. Okay, child.
It was my mom helped me out with getting the car. And
I have
she's
a
the one
little-
back there.
I have a little pickup truck. A little pickup truck.
I need to get my car working.
I mean, don't you just drive around in what was it? What type of bike do you drive around in?
My Ninja?
Is that the actual bike's
Wait.
called my Ninja?
I don't
you
have a.
ride a crotch rocket?
Oh yeah. Fuck. Of course.
What? Oh, we can't be friends.
I've ridden cruisers, but no, yeah, crotch rocket's the only way to go.
Oh man.
I like corners. You can't corner on a Harley. It's
Not
a
wrong.
it's a 2-cylinder though.
That's a big ass moth. Go get what the fuck?
It's not big. It's perspective.
It's bigger than Go Get's mom.
That's a giant moth.
You mean ashes? It's bigger than ashes? Okay.
Oh my, stop. Go get. Go get.
I have no heart, so yes. The answer is yes.
Oh, really now? You have no heart?
Unfortunately, I'm not human. I'm actually.
Okay, can you relax there?
Mom can relax.
No, she can't. She's ashes.
Only movie that
Go
broke
Get.
me was. Hey, by the way, Go
What is
Get.
my
Have you
name?
watched Your Name yet or no?
No.
Yeah, have you stuck your PP inside of her yet?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's exactly
What?
Fucking children.
What?
Have you sexed her?
I'm gonna go to bed. It's hoping to last a little bit longer, but it has been a bit.
Also, I don't think I could watch Grave of the.
Fucking watch it!
The problem is like, Your Name broke me. I'm not sure if I can get destroyed by watching.
You're not sure if what?
Because Your Name kind of fucked me up for at least 2 days. I'm not sure if I can watch Grave of the Fireflies and be normal.
Yeah, have you watched it yet, Kiro?
Did you seriously fucking? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the person. Not the show. I haven't seen it yet. Give me a link and I'll freaking watch it probably on.
I don't
Sunday.
have a link.
I have a link.
Oh, okay. Well, then you give it to her.
Or wait, you have the actual movie, don't you?
Yeah, there's a website that has a movie on it.
Well, I would prefer. Like. Okay. Yeah. I guess just send it to me and I'll watch it at some point when I feel like getting mind fucked.
It's such a good fucking movie.
It really is.
You should watch Perfect Blue too.
Also, Gangster, I can't find a silent voices at all on the internet. I'm trying to find it.
I think I can get you something for that.
Try to find it. Try to find. Is it in Japanese? Right.
I don't ever watch dubs if I can help it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like 5 that I prefer watching in dub, and that's about it.
10% luck, 20% skill, 70% concentrated Adderall pill.
I mean,
5% intelligence.
That's actually pretty good.
shotgun sounds and heavy metal.
And hentai.
Man so angry he literally refuses to die.
Bro,
Alright, good night, peeps. I'm leaving now.
Later, Kiro.
have a good one,
Like,
faggot.
Night.
Yes, you are.
So you see how DMC5 got a new weapon leaked? Yeah, that new weapon is your wallet.
Yeah, I heard about the microtransactions.
Wait, what? There's microtransactions in Devil May Cry 5?
Yep.
Rest in peace. He's also going to get in that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Fortnite, by the way.
Nah, it wasn't Fortnite's fault.
Or thanks, Call of Duty. I'm not sure which one I gave him today. There's too many of them.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty was one of the first. Depends on how you define it, because you could start it with the DLC trend, which was started by like Call of Duty and them. And yeah, I blame it on them. But well, actually, I blame it on World of Warcraft. But yeah. Man, all you fuckers so heavy on your keyboards.
I have a mechanical keyboard. I can't help it.
Not me.
How do you miss it? 'Cause it's so heavy on your keyboard.
That wasn't even me talking.
Fuck you, Goget.
What do you want to fuck go get?
Children.
Children, no! Don't.
Yeah, children.
You are too.
I am
Blue,
19.
you're like fucking 3. Shut the fuck
You're
up.
I'm 19.
You are
and
barely not a child anymore.
What do you mean? I am an adult by the rules of Canada.
Yes, but that's the same Canada that elected Trudeau, so
No, I didn't vote for Trudeau.
I didn't vote for anybody.
I voted for democracy and it was non-negotiable.
Shut up.
I fucking need masterwork cores. I fucking hate this.
are you playing Destiny?
Yes.
Alright.
What else do you play right now?
Motherfucker.
I have to continue playing Destiny.
Shut up!
No, you really don't have to.
But I do. It's so much fun. I can't stop playing this game. It's so much fun. Especially since my hunter looks so dope instead of here.
Yeah, it's all fucking bullshit.
How so?
Because it's a silly game.
What was y'all babies doing in the apocalypse? Die.
I mean, you what games do you play, huh?
Me?
Dude, I'm just saying right
Yeah.
now, if they ever make a live action version of My Hero Academia,
Oh, please
So-
God, no.
I'm just saying right now that Deku has to be Michael Cera.
Please God, no.
Oh,
Please don't ruin
Games
that
are
one.
doing you cringe. They might make a live action.
I feel like
J.J.
they have
Abrams is
already.
A
taking
live
the
action
project.
what?
A live action movie of your name.
Uh,
And J.J. Abrams is taking the project, so you already know how that's gonna end.
Nah, that's okay. I'll just keep it out of my mind.
It's not canon.
Nope.
We're going raw and deep, so get some lube ready to avoid the butthurt. Jesus Christ.
You damn
Problem
straight.
is, it's such... Fuck, man. I might rewatch it tonight. I might rewatch your name again.
Oh,
Again?
it's worth watching over and over again.
I've watched it about 7 times so far, and it's so fucking good. Like, I can't remember the last time I watched a movie 7 times. I really can't. Maybe I'm
Can
just
we
so...
get a thermet?
Maybe I'm just so sick of, I guess, a lot of Western TV shows, because a lot of them kind of suck. So I'm thinking I might just fully convert to anime. So I'm gonna have to watch.
Join the dark side. We've got cookies.
I'll take some cookies.
Weeaboo.
I mean, you can call me wee all you want. I'll take all the good shows and all the coming out over here. You know what I mean?
Weeb.
My Hero Academia, like I have Academia. I've watched only like 5 episodes, and it's leagues better than most shows I've seen here.
Yeah.
You can come out when you're done being a little faggot.
I want you to tell me how I'm wrong. Just really curious how you're gonna tell me how I'm wrong.
By going.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls was good, but there's so many rare gems compared to.
That's okay. Here's the thing, right? With regular TV, like Netflix or any of them, the exception to the rule is that it's a really good show.
Wait, what? Oh my god, no!
I didn't think what I said was that controversial.
No, it was something else.
I figured. It's making
Basically, this game I've been looking forward to for a couple of years now is going to be a Discord first title.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
It's you know how Discord's creating their storefront thing?
No, fuck Discord, stop it.
I know.
Actually, I like another competitor, so all the others.
But
have to
none of
stay.
them are actually competitors.
Yeah,
Later,
if any of
Garuda.
them could be, if any of them could be, it's Discord. Like
Maybe
Discord,
it's
means
Discord. That can't be beaten.
I
still
think
don't-
Discord's
Can you
user base.
fucking...
I think Discord's user base rivals Steam's currently.
Yeah, that might be the only thing they have going for them.
So them doing this could actually be a smart idea.
Yeah, I don't know. At least I won't have to install another, because it'll just be part of the Discord thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But the
so
thing is, I like how my game.
I tell you more, but you see, my old account was in Hype Squad. I'm not gonna join with this account because who cares at that point?
No, you can't. Yeah.
I like all my games on my Steam. Organized.
I don't even care about that. I just hate having fucking 10 different launchers.
I mean, I uninstalled a couple of them. I got rid of Origin completely, and
I can't. I like Titanfall 2 too much.
I'm sort of just saying I'll have to bite the bullet. I'll miss Titanfall 2, but I'm not
And
gonna
I
miss anything else.
And I still like Battlefield 4, and I still like playing through the Crysis 2 and 3. So
Both are on Steam.
what?
Both are on Steam.
Crysis 3 is not.
Yeah, but Crysis 3 was probably the worst one, wasn't it?
I actually like it. I think it was. See, it depends on what kind of game you like. If all you liked Crysis 4 was the open world aspect, yes, then Crysis 1 is the king, and there's no doubt about that. But I really like how they streamlined a lot of the like suit functions and shit like that in 2 and 3. And I didn't so much mind the linear linear-ish, because they stopped. It wasn't open world, it was an open area, and there were multiple ways to get to the objective of the area. And I didn't so much, like, I've never minded linear games. Like, you know, I love Metro 2033 and 2030 and Last Light.
Linear games are good done right.
Yeah,
thing
and
is,
I
for
think
all
Crisis
right.
2 and 3 were done well enough. And like I said, I really liked how they streamlined the suit functions and shit. So I actually like 2 and 3. Better than 1? You know, that's a preference thing. So,
I mean, yeah.
and
guess.
I like the story of 3 the best.
I mean, the first thing that pops up is I was looking at my feed. And the first thing that pops up is Battlefield 5 is dead on arrival.
Yeah, that's yeah. But that's been coming for a
mean-
long time.
I won't miss it, to be honest. So
Well, they should have fixed it. Like Hardline.
Hardline. They had 2 bad games: Hardline and Battlefield.
Because Hardline was garbage. And then what came after
Battlefield 1 was terrible as well.
was there was one in between there though, wasn't there?
No, it was Hardline then
Was it
Battlefield.
Hardline then 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't.
Hardline was the worst. Battlefield 1 was probably like the second worst Battlefield. It was the ones I played. I've only played 4. I only played 4, 3, and 1 in Hardline. Yeah, I know, confusing, ain't it?
Oh, that can't be right. Oh, whatever.
Also, crossplay might become mainstream now.
Cosplay?
No, crossplay.
Oh, well, for Fortnite, it's already up, isn't it? Or it's
It's
coming.
gonna be up for Sony. Sony's finally budging up, and
No, I mean, starting now, it's available on all platforms, I believe.
Yeah, and they're even gonna let you link your accounts across the different devices too.
which thank God for that. To be honest.
Oh, speaking of that,
Speaking of that, my name's Gogan.
Oh, shut up, Ryth.
I had an argument last night, or this morning, or whatever you want to say. It was 5 a.m.
Okay.
Let me go find the guy's tweet so I can read his point.
Was it anti-crossplay or pro-crossplay? 'Cause I'm
Ryth,
pro-crossplay.
stop breathing into the mic.
It's
I'm
anti.
sorry.
Oh, anti-crossplay? Well, fucking, he just doesn't deserve anything. Hey, what?
No. His reasoning: if you want full crossplay back in 2002, then you're a hypocrite for being for it now.
It wasn't even really a thing in 2002, was
No,
it?
No,
it
it was.
was.
Yeah, I know what he's getting at. Because what he's getting at is back then there were Sony people that wanted it, but Microsoft didn't because they were the ones who had the bigger market share.
Why is it just when Sony does it and when Microsoft? Like, why?
Well,
is it
no,
also
what he's trying to say is that because there were people who wanted it then and people who didn't want it. Now it's reversed because the people who did want it then don't want it now, and the people who didn't want it then do want it now. And so
That's what we call hypocrites. Of
yeah,
course,
but
I'm not
I mean, it's not that simple. Like,
It was 15 years ago. As you age, your opinions change as well.
well, not just that. It's not like most gamers just said, yeah, we'd love crossplay. It was the companies who were saying no, we don't want crossplay
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, it's not like it's yeah.
Some gamers said "fuck you." Some said we want
It
it.
was a majority of people want crossplay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's always
mean-
been a thing because people like buying, whatever console they want and not having to worry about whether or not
It's-
their friends will play with them.
It's not even necessarily the friend thing, because crossplay keeps games alive. You know what I mean?
That is well, but still, what I said is also a factor.
That is a factor. But the thing is, crossplay, I guarantee, keeps a decent amount of games alive.
Which is one of the reasons why games last a lot longer on the PCs, because they've got a much bigger
Audience.
yeah, consoles on a whole might be bigger than the PC market, but the PC market is bigger than any individual console market. So there's a way bigger pool of potential players, which means that even as a game dwindles, there's still more people. That's why Battlefield 4 is still. I mean, I think it's.
You were still able to
Still
find a game. I
active.
was able to find a game.
Well, I can't remember the numbers though. I looked up the numbers a while back, and I could have swore it was a pretty big difference. There, there might have been a couple thousand people still playing it on PS4 or PS3 or whatever. PS4. I can't
It's
remember.
on PS3 too. Battlefield 4. What? No, actually, it wasn't. I was thinking Battlefield.
Yeah, I think it's just PS4 for Battlefield 4. But for PC, like I think there was still peaks of 8 or 9,000 people.
And they're all on private servers. They can easily find on the thing.
So, yeah, it would really help.
No, it's crossplay. Like Fortnite is really good now that crossplay. I was able to play with my Fortnite. That was probably one of the few times I was able to play video games with my brother again. It was super fucking fun.
Yep. But I don't care about Fortnite, so.
I hope more games are getting into the crossplay thing because I see how Fortnite is so successful with crossplay because Fortnite's everywhere.
Fucking on phones, fucking grade schoolers playing it in school and shit.
How do they play on the phone? Because I watched my little
Like
cousin play on the
Fortnite.
phone. They died on the inside a little bit.
It's weird ass fucking controls, but I mean, it works. I played a couple shooters on the phone, and it's sketchy, but it works. Especially I don't think they don't. It's different servers for mobile players and.
No, you can go in crossplay with mobile. You might get your
Yeah.
ass wrecked and smashed and everything.
But there are mobile only servers, aren't there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just like I was only PC and PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you'd get fucking. I mean, unless you hooked up a controller, but even then,
You can't hook up a controller.
yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
On Fortnite mobile you can't.
Bet.
On other mobile games you can. On Fortnite you can't. On the mobile, at least on iPhone.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that
No,
because
you can't hook up a controller now because it's only. If it was on Samsung, you can hook up a. Samsung is OpenOS. iPhone is lock software.
no, but yeah, so Android you can hook up a controller.
Yeah, I said Android. As I meant.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So all right, not iPhone, but Android you can hook up a controller.
Yeah, but the thing is, Android is not on Android now. They're trying to figure out how to release it on Android without it,
I thought it
being
was
able to
already
use
out
it.
on Android.
It's not yet on Android for Fortnite. Because I've seen videos of people doing emulation type things where they use mouse and keyboard on Android first-person shooters, and it doesn't even look fair to me.
No, mouse and keyboard doesn't work all that great, but there's pretty good software for it's super easy to connect a PS4 controller to your Android phone. Super easy. I did it for a whole bunch of different games and it works really good. It even worked really well with my emulators, like my Game Boy Advance emulator and shit. And that's pretty awesome. Of course, it's kind of a pain dragging around a PS4 controller and the little contraption to mount my phone on it.
Xbox controller is better.
No, DualShock for the win, bro.
Disagree.
Your thumbsticks aren't even in the same position.
I fucking hate that about the.
Exactly, that's stupid shit. PS4.
About the.
Actually,
I hate the PlayStation controller for that.
no. God. I think I actually prefer the PS3 controller over the PS4, but PS4 is workable. But yeah. Well, yeah, if crossplay Fortnite starts getting Sony to start agreeing to cross-playing more titles, then
I got tons of titles I want to
We like
crossplay.
Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
I don't like Fortnite.
Yeah, I know it's a joke.
Mm.
Fortnite
Gangster,
makes
you're
me
like a
wanna
PUBG
slam
man,
my
or you didn't like
fucking dick
PUBG?
into a wall.
I hate PUBG too.
I hate Battle Royale.
I don't mind battle
Have you-
royale. I
Have you
would play
played
a
the
battle royale.
Black Ops 4
Actually,
Blackout? Have you played Blackout from Black Ops 4?
Fuck.
Was a beta?
I have not played Black Ops 4 now.
4. Because I played the Blackout mode and I actually a lot like Blackout on Black
Is-
Ops 4.
This the one?
That was making me think about I might pick up Black Ops on my PlayStation or something like that. Just play Blackout. But I might need to get a Zim for it though.
I've been meaning to try this one out. It's called Ring of Elysium.
People are saying that's pretty good.
It's a battle royale shooter developed by Tencent. It's currently free to play. I think it's.
Way with the home.
I think it's kind of like. I don't know, not quite futuristic, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I've been meaning to play it. Add that to my list of games I need to fucking play.
My God. I hate when people play Batman Arkham Knight controller because it just looks so weird to me gameplay wise.
Oh, I don't know if people can play like The Witcher 3 with a controller, but people do it.
I have to get back into Witcher. I still have to do my second playthrough because I still haven't got to any of the DLCs yet. I went through a second playthrough immediately because I got the shit ending.
In The Witcher 3?
Yeah, I got the ending where Ciri dies, and I don't know how I got it originally. I got the shit ending where Ciri dies, and like she dies, she saves everyone, but she dies to the White Frost. By the way, spoilers, but you know I don't care if you haven't played it. Tough shit, fucking your dick. But she dies to the White Frost. Geralt is at the cabin crying that found Ciri's medallion, but then all those fucking monsters come out of the woods, and it's like, oh, that's how it ends. Fuck.
Can't remember what it is that gets you that ending.
I don't know what I did, to be honest. I might look it up at some point because it's like I don't want to
Well,
get it
part of it is how many side quests you do for your friends, because for each main character has a.
It's mainly Ciri though. For
No,
necessarily.
No, because each like Roche, right, or Dijkstra, or
Dijkstra. I only do
whatever.
side quests because I like them.
Well, but that's
I
the
do
thing.
the-
So, like, for each one of those people, and there's a whole bunch of them, or like the dwarf guy or Dandelion or whatever, there's a side quest tree or, whatever that you can do for them. And if you don't do it for them by the
In
third,
time.
by the third act, if you don't do it before you go to the third act, then they won't.
Oh, I know that they won't help. They might not help you during the.
They won't be there, and if you don't have enough people there, that does affect the ending. So it might be.
No, it wasn't the ending where like you lose at that one. It's the ending where like Ciri does save the whole thing.
But I think that's part of it, though. I think
maybe someone said it's choice, like what I did during the game.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Like there's like 3 or 4 different things that affect there's how many people you end up with at the final battle. There's
By the way,
couple of key choices.
I'm not sure if this matters, but I basically fucked Yennefer and Triss.
That neither one will be with you at the end then.
Yeah, because that was my mistake. But that's mainly because.
Or no. I think technically you can fuck them both, but if you tell them both you love them, that's what gets you in big trouble.
That's what I did because I fucking love both their characters. You know, Triss is.
Well, I did it before. Oh, yeah.
Triss is still a sexy redhead, and
Yeah, she
Yennefer
is.
A sexy chick with dark hair.
Yes, she is. And the first version, I can't remember which one you ended up with, but it didn't matter, and you would end up with one of them. But then they updated it, and the playthrough I had started it in the first version, and I had done both of them without knowing, because then they updated it, and it's like, well, motherfucker. So I had to fucking start all over again, those motherfuckers. Yeah.
That's one of the things I love about The Witcher 3, though, was their side quests were beyond, like, like what I expected.
It was good stuff. Probably one of the best.
And my God, Witcher 3 is one of those games where I take screenshots more than I fucking do anything else. Like I just like I'm gonna be. I'm playing at around 4K 60 right now. Screenshot galore because it looks so fucking good.
It's a good looking game.
It's fucking beautiful, especially at a high resolution. Don't want to be one of those guys, but at a high resolution, The Witcher 3 looks damn well, like even better. You know what I mean?
1080 looks good enough for me.
It still looks good at 1080p. I'm just saying, like when you go higher, it just looks even better.
That right there on the wall, right here, Mom. Yeah. I thought that was a container. That's a moth. I wish I would. There's a big ass moth outside my room. He scared the shit out of me.
You're scared by a moth?
Yeah. Cause he's so big it looks like he was like part of the fucking wall.
Do you have a 1440p monitor, youngster?
No, mine's 1080.
Fuck, I would say if you had a 1440p monitor, go play Witcher 3 at 1440p.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna yeet out of here for now. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
Yeet.
I like my 144 way too much.
You can have 1440p of 144.
Oh, I
thought-
certainly could not afford a 1440p 144 hertz monitor. No.
I hate this dude's
But-
Windows update.
But even without, even not considering that, it's troublesome to get a whole bunch of games to run at over 100 anyway. So if I was doing 1440p, a whole bunch of them would be running at like 40 to 60 instead of like 80 to 100, and yeah, I'm good. I like my frame rate way too much.
Is there a way to fix like this new Windows 10 update? Because for some reason, anytime I
Anytime you what?
I changed the setting. Like I was just on the Witcher 3, messing around with settings real quick, just to like see how I can make it look for a screenshot. And while I was doing that, for some fucking godly reason, it keeps popping up in the corner. Microsoft's like, "Do you want to like fix it or some shit like that?"
Do you want to fix what?
It keeps. I'll do it again. I'll start up a game and do it. But all right, I'm missing you, DM photo.
Means I gotta go back to my computer, motherfucker. Alright, give me a minute to finish the cigarette. What does it say?
I just sent to it because I have no idea what it's talking about when it says that.
Fuck. I've never seen that before, but
Don't trust it.
Well, I'm assuming there's got to be a way to keep it from popping up. I just don't know where the settings are, but
I'll try to figure it out. I think it might bounce though. I think it might be a good time to end it because like it's 2 in the morning as well.
it's 2 in the morning for you. It's only 11 o'clock here.
Shit. Well, I think it might be a good time to end it here now.
Yeah, it's on the display settings. On advanced scaling settings, there's a let Windows try and fix apps so they're not blurry and shit like that. You probably just select like a no or don't notify me about this again or something like that. But all right, yeah. It's been almost 3 hours. So thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.